One chrono might be enough now. Got it.
Middle tower is under attack.
They got our bet. He was trying to leap out. He faced the wrong direction.
You sure about this one, Nefris?
I mean, the rest of the team's coming. Sanctity's coming in to try and get the kill here. I mean, there's no Manta style. Nice silence there to stop the electric vortex coming down. And the Pit of Malice now coming down onto 2, along with that Bramble Maze too. Able to zip out of it, though. There's the Supernova coming out, not able to take that down. Sanctity now doesn't have himself any mana, but has himself the Aegis. There is the fear in that Bramble Maze too, as another Pit of Malice coming down, locking in place 3, as they do find themselves Yuragi. Once again, look at that, and Sanctity has to get himself away, but he's found there by the Bramble Maze, and he doesn't die. He survives on 30 HP, so he is actually able to zip away and clear this wave. Never mind, the Shadow Step comes out, taking down that Aegis, but because of that Fiend's Gate, it applies a Pit of Malice, but he is silenced up, so he can't apply another one, but it doesn't matter, because he is locked down there. Lovely stuff here.
Small camp.
Coming in, or who's stomp onto 3, but a lovely Jackal shot. It stops the initiation there from Yuragi. Activates the BKB, the focus fire. It's been applied onto him there by Pro. Yuragi, he gets himself out, though he's stuck now at the Pit of Malice as another Jackal shot comes out again. All of the focus fire too. That is going to be Yuragi dead. He's not able to output his damage here at all, as why Zayak is taken out too. Disaster for Na'Vi. They found 3 here, taking down Malady.
I'm do playing around this mid lane, right? You've still got about a quarter duration on the Flesh Golem, Siege Creep, Tombstone off cooldown, and Howard should really die.
There it is, Tombstone, Avalanche as well. They want to try and find the Necrophos, tossing him into this wall of Replicate. And to find him now, he's still alive, and they find the kill onto Sohai, now turning it around onto Zeneca. Zeneca's just dead, being heavily slowed down here. I think that was by the wall of Replica.
But at least it gives the hero some sort of relevance. All right, here we go. Oh, big old zip. Once again, they just find CML as JG gets an initiation. Arena onto 2, keeping Denzanity out of this fight. Down goes CML as the egg drops as well. Denzanity burning away to this one. No way he takes it down solo. And that is just going to put him in a nice fiery grave as the detection is there. That drops Denzanity. And looking for more now as Neon on the chase. Want to find another, and they'll get Shanks. Dual sceptered up, set down by the spear, and killed off. Good positioning here for him. Blink Dagger ready to go on the counter initiation. He sees all of them. The Arena only catches the tiny, but it's more about the zoning now with the global silence. They're on to CML, and actually Ken this time he doesn't have a lot of support, so CML lives for now, but that second global silence on the reverberation putting him down. As out comes the back wall combo onto 3, puts Castro in a pole position with the kisses chasing after him. That's a buyback now for CML onto the outpost, a long TP where he's already lost his offlane and his carry, so he's not going to complete the teleport, as there's the Yule Scepter condemning Shanks to a slow and painful death. The tiny is no match.
Dire's bottom tower is falling. Dire's middle tower is under attack. top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
For now, you know. Yeah, I mean for now.
Radiant's top tower
The team
is under
fights
attack.
the team fights are gonna be a lot better for you with this build for sure.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire are
Always
scattered.
call players, right? They want you to do all the hard work and then leave for the solo XP. Oh, they got it! The monkey!
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Oh, stack.
Genual's already TP'd back to get prepared to defend, as they are going to find Tims here on the hood. Wing Tims trying to run his way up, but he is gone. So you do get the Aegis up, but here comes Gabby. BKB skew back onto Say, though Say is okay with the Pavis being available. The hook shot off the mark from Say. Here comes Seal though. He's in with the arena. Say's going to survive a little bit longer. Now Shanuel's the one in trouble. Xiao is gone. So is Say. And it seems that so is Seal. As now Gabby, he'll get his skew around onto Emo by himself, but Emo's still alive. Jackie the one to jump in now. Moving on to Armin. They'll take down the left rack though. Emo is gone, but Armin looking to drop his wall does go down. Onto Natsumi now. Natsumi to drop.
Oh,
Gabby.
What's happening?
Gabby's been disrupted. Gabby is down. Natsumi trying to man fight Jackie. Jackie's going down a boot.
You know, my conclusion is we need another chrono.
Oh, one chrono might be enough now. Got it.
Middle tower is under attack.
They got that bet.
He was trying to leap out. He faced the wrong direction.
Orchid. Sure about this one, Nefrit?
I mean, the rest of the team's coming. Sanctity's coming in to try and get the kill here. I mean, there's no Mantis style. Nice silence there to stop the electric vortex coming down. And the Pit of Malice now coming down onto 2, along with that Bramble Maze too. Able to zip out of it, though. There's the Supernova coming out. Not able to take that down. Sanctity now doesn't have himself any mana, but has himself the Aegis. There is the fear in that Bramble Maze too, as another Pit of Malice coming down, locking in place 3, as they do find themselves Yuragi. Once again, look at that, and Sanctity has to get himself away, but he's found there by the Bramble Maze, and he doesn't die. He survives on 30 HP, so he is actually able to zip away and clear this wave. Never mind, the Shadow Step comes out, taking down that Aegis, but because of that Fiend's Gate, it applies a Pit of Malice, but he is silenced up, so he can't apply another one, but it doesn't matter, because he is locked down there. Lovely stuff here.
Small can.
Coming in, or who's Stomp onto 3, but a lovely Shackle Shot. It stops the initiation there from Yuragi. Activates the BKB, the Focus Fire. It's been applied onto him there by Pro. Yuragi, he gets himself out, though he's stuck now at the Pit of Malice as another Shackle Shot comes out again, all of the Focus Fire too. That is going to be Yuragi dead. He's not able to output his damage here at all, as why Zayak is taken out too. Disaster for Na'Vi. They found 3 here, taking down Malady.
I'm going to be playing around this mid lane, right? You've still got about a quarter duration on the Flesh Golem, Siege Creep, Tombstone off cooldown, and Power should really die.
There it is, Tombstone, Avalanche as well. They want to try and find the Necrophos, tossing him into this wall of Replicate. And to find him now, he's still alive, and they find the kill onto Sohai, now turning it around onto Zeneca. Zeneca's just dead, being heavily slowed down here. I think that was by the wall of Replica.
But at least it gives the hero some sort of relevance. All right, here we go. Oh, big old zip. Once again, they just find CML as JG gets an initiation. Arena onto 2, keeping Zanity out of this fight. Down goes CML as the egg drops as well. Zanity burning away.
Momentum here for Na'Vi coming into their second series of the day. The long breaks definitely can be a mood killer, but hopefully, you know, they've had their caffeine, their energy drinks, they're back into the rhythm of things. And I think that point about VP is super important as well, because looking at their drafts, as I think we can head into the draft, VP have been picking lots of different heroes. You know, a Crystal Maiden, a Phoenix, a Weaver, a Troll, a Doom, a DK, a Lina. They aren't really kind of locked into picking specific drafts or specific heroes, apart from maybe the Tiny, you could argue, has been one of their linchpin picks.
Very stable squad. Also having a couple of the
Oh yeah.
approach this Rasper. Clockwork Darkloom is the big one. Or Phoenix. Phoenix.
10 seconds remaining.
I will be
5 seconds remaining.
or 5,000 HP. 10,000.
Radiant team ban.
I mean, it's honestly got to the point where it doesn't feel like you should be banning, you know, a lot of these strength offlane cores, because the pool is deep enough that people are going to get one. If you start banning out, you know, Centaur and stuff like that, yeah, hero pool, He's pretty wide open for the supports, which you can pull out these nifty picks, like you said, with the Scarth Mage's potential. I do get rid of the Slardar, though, and I think he's been... Centaur's cool, but I think Slardar has been my favorite offlane hero, and even a flex hero into mid this qualifier.
Yeah, he looked the best. I would say him and Slardar. Dark Willow's still left with a full... So there's going to be an... This can be played from if necessary, but I don't think I'm gonna flex it. Doesn't care.
10 seconds remaining.
No matter.
Yeah, I think Sweden Strong tried it earlier against Na'Vi, and they lost that game. So Na'Vi knows, position 4 Zeus, something they can absolutely defeat if he's forced into that position in the draft. What, do we go for the Dark Willow straight up here as Na'Vi, or are they going to have different priorities? Tiny?
I don't think that you necessarily knows there's a
Virtus.pro's
running ahead. Tiny just feels at least as with very tiny or position tiny, which
10 seconds remaining.
good at.
Yeah, he absolutely is.
5 seconds.
I guess the strength of picking Tiny is the flex, but yeah, it feels like we've had like one Tiny carry win and 10 Tiny carry losses. It's definitely had some struggles. We'll see what they do with it though. And that flex between 1, 2, and 4. Even offlane Tiny was a thing for a little bit. We'll see what they get up to as VP ban out the DP.
That
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Which first item proud.
Radiant team ban.
Marks here. That
Yeah, very targeted bans, right? We've seen this entire qualifier. We've not got to cover Na'Vi yet. So seeing these very particular bans, the Deep in the Dark Seer, are very intriguing for sure. Yeah,
5 seconds remaining.
Take Na'Vi out of the comfort zone a little bit. Looking at their draft, Na'Vi even picking up like Undying, plenty of Treant, some of these very irritating supports. Just keep you alive through that laning stage. Could be looking towards one of them here. Also, a couple of Ember Spirit games as well. Something that I've not seen yet.
Still down for Dark Willow. I'm still down for Na'Vi. Where off lane you have
I would honestly, okay, they ban Lifesteal. I would honestly ban FNG's Crystal Maiden in that spot. Like, not even kidding. He's got a Zeus on his team. FNG loves playing the CM. They love these twin gate rotations. That's his comfort hero. That's his wheelhouse. And he's played like 4 games in a row on Maiden. Try and take FNG out of his comfort zone a little bit, maybe.
10 seconds remaining.
Ban out Lifestealer tells me
5 seconds remaining.
+1 later on.
Virtus.pro's turn to pick.
First up is the Willow. VP with the response. Kind of difficult not knowing where the Tiny is going, so really just focus on your own draft and where you're heading. Shattered.
10 seconds remaining.
Crystal Maiden, Shadow Demon.
Remaining.
Some of these supports that just offer you a lot in lane, but also have that ability mid-game to play together, find kills. Maybe in this spot, you want to try and keep Antares Hero sealed a little bit until later on, because, like you said, you could bring out that Scarth Mage later on down the line. Are they also considering, like, stealing Centaur?
This Dark Willow can be taken here, or probably they will chance that they had order and life of the whole game. Not as much doesn't happen.
Yeah, I've just been a big fan of seeing these Storms and Zeuses give vision, break into the middle of the team fight, and allow your like Night Stalker, Centaur, Legion Commander to make that jump in. I guess that's the big discussion here. It's like, Natus, what do you feel like playing? We can hold our support for a little bit. We want this duo pick to be FNG Maiden plus whatever Natus is playing potentially. Some of the big meta picks still out there. You know, the Weaver as that flex between 1 and 4 is available. Crystal Maiden was like inevitable to come out there. And then it's Legion time. Just pick Legion.
I think they're
10 seconds remaining.
They're going to pick Legion Scarif Mage, I guarantee it. Without a shadow of a doubt. Well, they played yesterday against Liga team, and it just looked so good. Just had a complete free game. Maybe here again, you don't know what support the Tiny's playing with. You don't know what lane you're playing into. Very slow and deliberate drafting though from FNG. Running through. Yeah. Been a while since I've seen anything like this. Really putting his thinking cap on, down to 5 seconds, and coming out with the Weaver. So that was the other hero we mentioned. Flex 1 and 4. Pretty annoying hero. The Swarm felt pretty good. And the ability just to play that sneaky scouting hero if you're a support.
10 seconds.
Find the Dark Willow.
very strong lane.
5 seconds remaining.
Made. So
Radiant team pick.
full under. B.
So is this because it's a Weaver?
I think so. Reduce also builds the auras. I think
10 seconds remaining.
get something for taking
5 seconds remaining.
damage coming.
Virtus.pro.
You're going to have to rely on someone else to make the jumps, or they'll make their enemies jump towards them with a disruptor. I guess also thinking about this Weaver pick, you know, Uragi has been big on the Weaver for the past year or so, definitely one of his big heroes, so kind of a steal pick there away from Na'Vi by VP. Probably all these multi-layered discussions. Grab the Rubik now, a fair few good spells to steal, I mean, Firestorm probably the best.
Best spell in the game pretty much. Stage of the game while Firestorm spells
10 seconds remaining.
Alice. Need a
5
set.
seconds
Right now
remaining.
they're gonna do
Radiant team
long
back.
duration stuff. Very heroes. Follow with it and after one. I want to see some
10 seconds remaining.
strength.
Yeah, some kind of big boy.
5 seconds remaining.
Probably can get banned, right? Night Stalker still out there. Legion Commander could come back in again. Yeah, Tiny, carry, Dark Willow, and disrupt you 2 supports. Underlord the off lane. I need a mid lane for Na'Vi. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Radiant
I kind of
team
like that, depending on how things go, because I really want some kind of jump hero here to get onto the Zeus, get onto the Weaver, allow Disruptor and Willow, to follow up and get their Bedlam and Static Storm in properly. Like you said, squishy heroes for VP here. Very delicate game plan to enter these team fights.
10
You've got to be very careful.
remaining.
Axe is out.
5
I'm really
seconds
surprised that it's not just a
remaining.
snap Centaur ban, honestly. I guess
Maybe Spoke up to
Do Na'Vi want them to pick Centaur, though, with Disruptor, Willow, Tiny? They've got displacement through Glimpse and Toss. You mentioned the Brambles.
Virtus.pro's turn
Ban
to
the Mars. Like, Centaur is kind of a bait pick. Like, yes, it fulfills the role, but also feels bad.
Bramble Maze, Alice, Disruptor.
10 seconds remaining.
And maybe we see the Ember Spirit ban here from VP. Sanctity showed it off a couple of games. Ursa removed. You know, that potential for the swap around with a Tiny. And we do go for the Legion Commander. So now do we...
Full draft. Big burst damage. Lane paired up with Root. Level 6. That we always have.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, it's so nice here to have Weaver scouting, Zeus
5
scouting.
seconds
Legion
remaining.
can make the jumps on targets she wants.
Arc. Oh, never mind. They have the carries. Get the flex, but pull it out. I love Navi's draft. I think Virtus.pro is very squishy. On lane. Lanes of bottom lane's gonna be from it.
Yeah, I mean, I like 4 of Na'Vi's heroes, but I don't know how I feel. No, I do know how I feel about Underlord. I feel bad about him. I think every time we see him, it's like, okay, does okay in lane, but then it gets to mid game and he's just flopping around with auras. Feels like
5
Underlord
seconds remaining.
a little. Maybe I'm underselling him a bit. He can be good with these auras and tanking up and playing into things, but he's not the classic combo with the Dark Willow. He's not that classic Blink Initiator. A lot of reliance here on Sanctity and Yuragi to jump in and get the job done. I mean, Nefrit's Underlord is going to be a beefy body in the fights for sure. I don't know. Him and Darkseer, maybe I've just not seen enough games. You know, it's a new patch. Teams are figuring things out. Underlord, I'm not sold yet, but maybe this is the game to do it.
But Underlord is his sluggish. Can't make. Go in. Portal. Go back. Very farm oriented. Anywhere on the map.
Great. The Necro units return.
Units, yeah.
Yeah, and I guess that global prowess does tie in nicely to your Ember Spirit Disruptor. Lots of displacement tools here to play the map and play these team fights and kind of kite people out. Looking at VP, a lot of burst, a lot of ways to play into that Legion duel. But you called it very early on. Squishy heroes that are going to have to itemize to tank up against a lot of damage that Na'Vi bring.
I don't necessarily like on board, but I like
Prepare for
the
battle.
team. With anything that buys for us, there aren't many. Him and Dark. Ability plus 1 damage per percent damage with Dark. It does look cool having, abilities.
The little innate passive already there. And Disruptor goes up and tanks a tower hit, so understanding that there's some kind of... There's no vision there, though. It just walks up there...
Quickly, Gary.
Oh my god, what is that? That is a lot of words. Big old tooltips, we love them.
30 seconds to
Yeah, we'll see
battle.
if... I'm not sure if Disruptor wasn't quite paying attention. I think he got hit by a tower trying to figure out where the vision is here in the mid lane. Oh, I got an observer ward on the enemy side of the river. And both teams just sitting by their tier 1s. Ember Spirit against the Zeus. Sleight of Fist double impact. Sleight of Fist connects with 2 or more enemies. The enemy closest to Ember Spirit will be attacked a second time. Reduced by 40%.
The battle begins.
A lot of physical, especially for Ality, go for what was a part of his under strike. Everybody in. Big nerf to the disruptor. No wonder.
Yeah, he's been huge. Ember against Zeus in that mid lane. See what Sanctity gets up to. Right now he's trying to kind of manipulate and drag creep wave. Put Squadix's Zeus in a bad spot. Taking a few hits on the way through though. Down at bottom, Legion Commander for Noticed with an Antares Rubik. Very classic strong lane here. Playing into Disruptor Tiny, who offer a lot of turnaround potential. Toss into tower, glimpse across, Thunderstrike with big magic damage. Antares going to be on his toes here when he's trading hits with Malady. Thunderstrike is just way better than Fade Bolt at this point.
It is, especially level 1 Fade Bolt. Spell has been nerfed multiple times. Those heroes that have like and in terms of trading.
FNG this time around goes for the Frozen Expanse, which is the cast range and AoE bonuses on his spells, rather than the cast spell give mana to people kind of deal, which he has been doing in previous games. I guess that's just because he's against a Weaver who isn't spamming stuns and stuff.
And he's also wants to keep this. There's that level 2 that we talked about, basically a level 3, 1 Virtus.pro, damage and count generate attacks. And the storm available, they got level. Realm.
And Kiritich has the creep wave coming under his tower as well. FNG still holding a blood grenade. Good look for the next round of fighting. We'll lose out on the sentry battle though with the Dark Willow. We keep our eyes open and wits about us. Both of these side lanes could have the first blood and the kills and the action. Antares, FNG both trying to keep their distance away from the Disruptor and the Dark Willow in these side lanes. Malady's going to get the D-Ward on the small camp as well, so able to activate the pools. But Ember Spirit having some struggles in the mid lane. 9-1 against the 16-2 of Squadix Zeus.
Staying on top of him.
Oh, he looks pretty dead. Kiritich, the Geminate attacks are coming, and there it is. The level 3 Weaver with 4 abilities.
One more.
Zayat. Easy as you like for Kiritich's Weaver.
What a great start. This is the killer.
And then
lane.
bottom. Glimpse. It's going to save Malady for now, but that final touch from Antares is 3-0. Synchronized Bloodbath and VP Strike in both side lanes.
That's Virtus.pro's having a good start. 3-0. 3 already. This is not starting to... Or... Oh, whatever. My fire, your right click, basically 100 damage.
Sanctity, just look at him. He can't go anywhere. Does get nice chains on the Zeus there to hold him back a little bit. 4 minutes coming up. Water Rune's about to spawn. Bounty Rune still ready for the Zeus to grab as well. Great time for that Zeus in the mid lane. Legion also leading out in the CS at 18-4. And top lane looks like Nefrit and Zayat's just trying to drag waves, manipulate the equilibrium to give a better time for this Underlord to get that early farm. Like you said, a sluggish hero needs quite a bit to get off the ground into his aura items. And laning stage not going particularly well for him so far.
There's one hero. The hero. Abilities at level 2. And you can... That's a... I mean that they... Taking back. Definitely kill potential.
Definitely possible. How does this Ember Spirit Flame Guard work nowadays with the innate ability? He's got something permanently, but then you can activate it as well.
And you get bigger AoE, you get damage, but right now, some damage. Quality improvement for Ember Spirit, where you can still get some harm. Flame Guard is off.
And the barrier, the protection's only when you activate it, right? The passive is just damage. Gotcha. Another long old tooltip there. Fills the screen and you try and read it. Active ability, passive ability. Oh, and Kiritech going to run away, sprint out of the grasps of Nefrit and Zayat as they put a lot of damage onto that Weaver. Wave again back under the tier 1 though for Kiritech.
It's about to crack level 6 after this creep wave. Time the lane. You spot in the top lane. We're also going to bring Rubik and Taurus making a move. So this might be another double kill coming out.
Yeah, looks like it. Nefrit about to die. The Thunder God's Wrath secures it just as you called. Perfect predictions here as Zayat is turned on. They got the kill on FNG, but losing both of their top lane heroes there. Very sad. The Na'Vi.
So understand. From the bottom lane, there is no like real kill threat on this. And if he goes with all, that's definitely not. Charges tiny go on 1-4.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Off later.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And not happening at all. That's really nice. Get that Zeus involved with the ulti.
It's still here.
Oh, it's up top. It didn't go through the twin gate. And they're back onto Nefrit. Weaver just launching all this damage in towards him. Does heal back up as the Shadow Realm Willow steps up. The glimpse back on the Rubik now. Malady and Zayat make them pay for this aggression, but they'll at least get a trade here as VP bring down the Dark Willow.
Wants to go
Oh, he's diving, is he? Raindrops are there for Nefrit, though. The one charge is ready. XD rune. Go get it. Oh.
XD rune. I think that he's gonna come over.
Radiant's middle tower is under
They
attack.
don't lose anything.
Invisibility.
And no sneaky lurking there. Antares will get the one on the opposing side.
Scale from 1 to 10. The playing Underlord in this game right now.
0.
0.
I don't know what the question is, but Underlord is just 0. I do not. Go on. What's the actual question?
Answered correctly.
Yeah. Not enjoying my time, I think, was what I was expecting to come out of that one. And Nefrit having some real troubles. 0-2, you know, a couple of deaths. Got nearly 3,000 net worth. It's not looking as bad as this Ember Spirit in the mid lane, honestly. He's down in the dumps as well. Maybe with the 8-minute rune, they can make something happen. Get the Dark Willow and Disruptor to play forward. Does leave the Underlord alone at top. And Zeus, he's got the backup of the Legion and the Rubik coming in with a duel to take down the Ember. Things just go from bad to worse.
And he would have known. This is a great rotation for this pro. Notice again, and the RS also making a move.
Nefrit.
And are falling apart. This is exactly what we're lineup. There is limbs available, but you can time lapse that in if you want. You need it. And you do have Squatix. It's a damage. That's amplified damage Zeus.
Radiant's middle tower is
It's only 8 minutes in, but it feels like the credits are rolling. You know, we're just listing off Radiant hero names that have died this game. It's like, oh, Malady's dead, Nefrit's dead. Uriah Tiny, the only one who is having an okay time in his lane, but even he is behind the trio core of Virtus.pro right now.
Also a hero that doesn't. Early on, you see Tiny. Items pretty much, and you name it. It's dead.
Bye-bye, Zayat. In the wrong neck of the woods. Some good vision placed down by FNG as well. Pointing out any approaches to that top jungle. Underlord trying to farm his large camp stack.
Are aware of it. Word from it. Try to guard it, but eventually they will.
Deny it. Come on, FNG. Oh, that's the... Oh, hey. Ah, oh. What did he get? He got it, right? The observer order denied. Oh, so sick.
Radiant's middle
gamer.
tower is under attack.
British. Finish. 10-minute Maelstrom plus Tracer Magic One Falcon Blade. Everything. Courage, so that damage. Fine Spark of Courage. Get 60 damage with
There's a lot of numbers there, but I fully agree. Mid lane again. They force Sanctity back. They get the blow up onto Malady. Another kill. Another notch. DP to put. It's looking very rough. Yeah, so I wanted to circle back onto this one. Dark Willow and Disruptor, desperate for level 6. They got the Wisdom Rune on their side, but they still are scrambling to get their ultis up and running. Two heroes which rely on those ultis. And I kind of feel bad for Antares. Level 6 Rubik, you know, he's stealing Sleight of Fist. He would love to get Bedlam or the Static Storm, but it's not available.
Early on, it is quite a lot of damage from Rubik. I also think
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Got it. FNG again. They gave the enemy triangle as a person.
Ridiculous. Emboldened by this 5k lead they've got. Underlord is trying to hold back the waves as they approach his tier 1. But I think noticed here, yeah, Courier is bringing the Blink Dagger already. So they've got Squadix approaching with an Arcane Rune going. Phylactery ready. Thunder God's Wrath just a click away. VP, they've got finger on the trigger here to go for a Blink dual play. But look at Na'Vi approaching. This could be big for them if they're able to turn the tide of this bottom lane fight. And he's baiting. No, Na'Vi, don't leave your... Na'Vi, don't leave your Tiny alone. No, Na'Vi, you had the right reason. He walked away from the Tiny. He's going to get dueled up. Not an immediate takedown on him. But Uragi's still going to get surrounded as the Fiend's Gate comes in. Tiny's still alive. Legion
are coming through.
Weaver's diving, trying to finish off Uragi. The Necrobook Warrior is starting to go to work here on the Crystal Maiden. They've lost their carry, and it looks like Kiritich and Notice just free reign to chase down any straggling targets they can find. Malady gonna drop. Sanctity and Xayah just running back, but they're getting closed off by the Rubik, in fact. Disruptor dead, and Taurus moves in. Sleight of Fist to try and catch them out. We'll get the lift on the Ember Spirit now, but he's got triple remnants. Plenty of ways to get away from danger. Dark Willow might not have the same luxury, though, as the wicked sick Weaver just catches up to another kill. 14-2, 7k lead. We've had a couple of 15-minute GGs this patch, and honestly, we're heading that way here.
It looks like it's very rough.
Radiant's middle tower is under Radiant's middle tower
Patch the average game time is with it change the glyph, how item that
Radiant's
Roshan
bottom
drops.
tower is under attack.
Banner.
Yeah, now it does something that you can see. I feel like we still need to bring back the old auras. You know, like the Vlad and the AC, the little like aura.
Remove that. I think it would be 80 FPS game.
Oh, come on.
As much as we can get.
I want to see the, I don't know, like the rib cage assault cuirass on the ground around your hero. Oh my god, is Antares just gonna... Yeah, he's done it to them. And a Thunder God's Wrath here, giving vision in the bottom right corner to see Malady, who's getting dueled by Notice in just a second here. Does get pushed back by the electromagnetic repulsion.
Complicated words.
The hover and read. Yeah, this one has slipped out of the hands of Na'Vi very quickly. VP.
Underlord. Underwhelming. Run away. Early on. You can't lock them down in place. Not enough. Little damage. We're gonna ignore them.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I kind of feel like they should put his Ags onto a facet and have that hit off the gate just be like part of your hero, and then put these, like, buff the Necro units to be an Aghanim Scepter.
They also need to be controlled.
Sure. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think you have to make it better, but like you can't make it too strong as like an innate thing, right? So you'd rather make the Necro unit stronger, put it on an Ags, and then give his Fiend's Gate the pit from the get-go.
There will be a lot of change.
Oh yeah.
Radiant are scanning.
Let's see what. I go. Map for quite some time. Melody, just on the edge of the static storm, but don't get the duel.
Duel with Blade Mail going. Disruptor survived though. Gets away from Notice. Could have been a freebie duel there onto him. But Zayats and FNG dropping low. One dying. Another one falls. The Ember Spirit trying to rejoin to kill off the Crystal Maiden. Just lost.
Pro Warrior kill Crystal Maiden, Gary.
Great. Exceptional job. But now the follow-through is coming. Malady finally dies to Antares. And a deep dive. Thunder God's Wrath being held, but if they'd used it, they could have seen Sanctity and Yuragi was still lurking around here.
Top tower is under attack.
Storm right on the edge. So you get the off. Tiny. And Vision Commander is just way too tanky. You get roaming on those. Really think. Focus you down with the L Force and moment so difficult hero to kill. This
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Sanctity going to count his lucky stars. He got away from top as well. Maiden and Legion were eyeing up the Ember. And they're still playing into a bit of vision they've got over in this Ancients area. Well spotted there by the Disruptor, but gonna get taken down quickly. Maybe they can move on to more. Sanctity in that middle lane, lifted up.
Radiant's top
Hard kill though, so it looks like they are eyeing up Nefrit top instead. He gets away. It is relentless right now. 3 to 20, 17 minutes in. The map is getting dark, cold, small, whatever you want to call it. Na'Vi have very few plays to make. They're buying Blink quite early on, this Tiny as well. Echo into Blink Dagger. I know how important it is.
Typical carry Tiny build, but Ragi feels but person down. It'll be rush time. Also, the Necro unit killed Eden, I feel like she definitely would remove the extra.
Okay. Who has died on VP side? 2 deaths on FNG, 1 on Antares, so it's just support kills. Yeah. Roshan dead. Easy Aegis for Kurtic. 5 minutes of double life. Yuragi trying to cut in behind to find what little farm is left on the map for him. Just scraps really for the Tiny.
Attacking the triangle and holding a BKB on the head item. And their stuff nowadays.
Cool, I guess.
Most of their damage is max. So if he gets Firestorms,
I mean, if you can steal like Static Storm, Kinetic Field, Firestorm, those 3 spells in a row, perfect combination. Pull the Rubik. Yeah, he'll BKB up and dodge the Static Storm to allow him to cast spells, all sorts of good stuff. Very cool optimization from Antares. Malady, where are we going? Disruptor has been spotted. Thunder God's Wrath sees the Willow retreating bottom. VP unable to connect onto anyone though. Disruptor was out on a bit of a wander into enemy Ancients.
Tower is under attack.
Well, a bit of time. A bit of time for Na'Vi to farm to their next items. Blink Tiny could be a surprise. Shard on the Willows coming up in a couple hundred gold. Another D-Ward. And help out as well, yeah. I just don't know what Sanctity and Nefrit are going to be able to do this game. Use Mech and Wand, so like tank a few spells.
This magic wand, 20 minutes in, that's your team fight contribution.
What do you want me to say? What do you want to tell you? It's an Underlord. I just really don't like this hero, man.
Well, neither do I. He moves.
VP.
Close to pipe, but we'll get it.
Nope, and Tiny's going to pay the price for this. Ragi dueled and disappears. And now the chase on to Zayats as well. TP attempted, but there's a Thunderbolt from Squad X to catch him out. A beyond godlike Weaver, 20 minutes in. It is 3-22. There you go, Twitch chat. You got your meme number. Yeah, Na'Vi thinking about game 2, honestly.
Definitely.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Do anything that will be about to get stolen. FNG died, so they want to kill him. They do, but in trouble. Chris will pick it up. So now we have the shard. Playing some like big combo. Attic Storm, he can do up and mission. Enemy execute.
Radiant's
it's all about these little victories. Has he got 5 seconds? He's got it. There's no way FNG gets here to stop it. It's being pinged out. FNG. Oh, he's gonna know in a second. A glimpse on him as well.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Well, a little something there for Na'Vi with a Wisdom Rune Steel. Just even like if we approach this next team fight, you know, thinking about it, they jump the Zeus and kill Squad X. That's 2,500 HP. Manta full 1 haste rune. Okay, you can do it with a tiny blink and a static storm and a Ember Spirit jumping on you, but then you're like, wait, we've killed the Zeus, we've spent everything to take him down. There's still Kiritich, there's still, like, Noticed is a carry from the off lane as well. Antares has more net worth than the off laner mid of the enemy team.
FNG really wanted to die to... I think Arcane Boots, no Tranquil Boots. Finished on Antares. This might have been the first competitive game second later ever seen.
Yeah, definitely not on a support Rubik. Might have seen it from like a tops and mid Rubik against something, but this kind of situation. Howdy. Did we get? We did not get a duel thanks to the static storm. So another silver lining, a little wind of the disruptor.
Victory for Na'Vi. Yeah.
You got to count every little thing. It's like, you know, logically, Disruptor was dead there, right? So it's not a choice of dead or alive. It's a choice of dead and lose duel or die and not.
I'm gonna name more victories for Na'Vi. They're not using 100 gold right now.
Oh, we laugh because
under attack.
we felt this pain. You know, as Dota players, we know what this is like. You're just being absolutely bullied.
And you don't know where to go, like professional. We're trying to do something. Okay. Have enough. Maybe they use everything but Heritage, but the first point of contact is blade mail. Notice.
Legion Commander just turns and duels the Tiny. Yeah. You've made the jump, you've lost your carry. Notice might still die to Sanctity here. Pit Mouse drop, tons of circles on the floor. They've killed up FNG, but the Weaver and the Zeus still opening up with a massive damage. The powerhouse heroes here from VP, shredding through Nephrit. Zayats and Sanctity trying to kill off Squad X, and they do get it done, but they're going to get wiped off the face of the map.
Kills the rampage from Kiritich, and Notice will take care of that. We'll fix it. Too bad of a fight. They managed to kill 2 cores, but they lost all members.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Fight recap. It's a victory for Na'Vi, man.
It really is. Numbers. Win.
Radiant's
But yeah, there was a lot of damage reduction. This hitting heroes and also double impact. So. Heroes, the aura.
Radiant's
Yeah, I mean,
tower
signs of life from Na'Vi, still making moves. And kind of unfortunate that they kind of bumped heads Tiny into Legion Commander. If that was someone else, could have done much differently. Maybe a little fear, you know, for VP if they have another one of these kind of poor connections going blind into the darkness of the map. So FNG, yeah, he snapped picks up a gem,
Are scared.
knowing how important this vision is now to close out this game. Get the blink duels, get these Thunder God's Wrath damage into their targets. Zayat might just show on this mid lane in a second. And VP are readying around him. Gets an Observer Ward, no, a Sentry Ward down. A couple of spells thrown towards the Zeus. Here's Benji and Antares. Teasing field used, while on the other side of the map, Thunder God's Wrath and the Gleipnir. They've got a duel over on Nefrit. Everywhere you look, it is just piece by piece, attack after attack. VP finding the openings.
Dual, like
Stolen. And a lift into the next route. The Frostbite, the Pit of Malice, Sanctity dancing, circling on the spot. He just permanently rooted and controlled. Now the Sleight of Fist into the Remnant away. Close.
Radiant's middle
Not
tower
quite close
is under
enough there.
attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
VP now just going to transfer this into tier 2s. Glyph already used.
Radiant's top tower is under
Top lane
attack.
shoved by Kiritich. 14-0-7. I mean, just a spectacular, perfect game from him.
Radiant's top tower is falling. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Uragi. Yeah, FNG set this all up. Got a glimpse on the Legion though to stop the duel from completing. Uragi still scouted by the Swarm and the Zeus though to drop quickly while Malady is being hunted by Kiritich right now. Yeah, 15, 0, and 8 because Antares is the one to secure the kill. Noticed, gonna dispel off the Curse Crown in that mid lane. Zayat's just having a bit of a poke at him. Yeah, I guess at least for Na'Vi, Roshan is still a minute and a half away. Was a decently long spawn.
For Na'Vi, yeah.
And delays the game, buys them a bit of time here to get this Ember Spirit into playable territory. Tiny 0, 4, and 4. Yeah, we come full circle back to that conversation right about carry Tiny. Squad X jumps to high ground, spots the Sentry Ward and Zayat, Shadow Realms, and Glimmer Capes, but it is to no avail. The Legion Commander there with yet another dual victory.
Radiant's middle
Constant
tower
decks
is
all
under
over the
attack.
map. They're trying to get something done. FNG. That's range. Really nice. Doesn't expand. Like Vincere.
They're just two supports. Killing the Ember Spirit. Yeah, Notice gives FNG the tip. Thunder God's Wrath was used to help out. Such a sad game for this Ember right now. I say right now, it's been 28 minutes of despair.
Going well for the last half an hour. And from Navi's perspective, this probably feels like they've been in this game for this type of a game where you're trying really hard to get something out of the map, but you're off the map.
Radiant's middle tower is
Hard
under
bit of
attack.
lose. High ground defense is there. Quite a bit of Firestorms. So we'll kill Roshan and with
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly just feeling the pain of Na'Vi. You know, there's those scenes in movies that you'll never forget that kind of make you cringe, or you can feel the pain within you. James Bond movie where he's sat in the chair that has the piece missing and he's being hit by a rope over and over again. That's what Na'Vi have been tied down to. It is C&B torture right now for Na'Vi, but they're going to try and make a play. But the trouble is, Notice was there ahead of them. BKB's up after already annihilating Malady. Ember Spirit trying to zip into the back. Antares drops low, but he's going to BKB of his own. Dodges out of the damage. Notice moves in. The Pit of Malice rooting them, stolen onto the Rubik, rooting them all up. Zeus with the damage. The fear will push them back, but Antares and Kiritich now can open up. A stolen, terrorized Rubik still dies. Uragi gets the kill with the help of the Bedlam. TPing home successfully evades the move from VP. A 3-for-2 trade. A couple of buybacks come, but VP still able to waltz into the Roche pit, finish him off, and likely finish off this game.
another big fight for Virtus.pro. going in. Melody. Damage.
Ridiculous.
Dire are scanning.
This deck build on Zeus, Orchid, and game. Sword. Will die no matter what. We have damage. Pull off the heroes. I'll have it.
An FNG this time, not going to lose out his Wisdom. Goes and takes it. Tormentor respawns on the left side, so maybe something Na'Vi can go and take for themselves.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Cheese on Legion. Aegis on Weaver. 130 dual damage on Noticed. Grabbing some of these Lotuses. Move into this late game finishing play. Alright, Tormentor.
Nefrit, Crimson Guard. I haven't seen this item in the last year. Maybe there was one purchase out or but I don't think not an item. Or a bot for now.
Yeah, that was your mid-Ember Spirit that, yeah, I mean, just evaporated. I think I've seen Crimson Guard. Yeah.
Didn't pop it. Painless. Double strike.
For a minute. I think I've seen Crimson Guard like once in the last year, and it was a Darkseer against some kind of Visage Drow Strap, something like that, where it's like a good game for Crimson Guard. Legion with a duel. Killing off Nefrit. Looks like it should be successful, as Irritate was diving in behind tier 3s a little bit to poke back Zayat and Malady. And we'll move on to the tier 3 though, force the Glyph. I'll be trying to buy a bit of time here for Yuragi to finish off his BKB, but that is still like 1,000 gold away.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh yeah.
It's an okay item, but this is do or die. Make one fight, you lose 5
Yeah, they are on your doorstep. No Glyph. No barracks falling. New creep waves arriving, bottom and top. Tiny not able to go and cut any waves. So VP, they can choose their next move down to bottom, it looks like.
Radiant's
Wave arriving.
has fallen.
Did he trying to clear it out? VP actually spreading out a little bit here. Gather up what farm is out on this map. Oh, Yuragi has it. Echo Saber and BKB. You see that? Legion now gets an Aghanim Scepter. Bloodthorn's done on the Zeus. Good luck.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Wait.
And the Weaver with the big rune. 33 minutes in. Amplify damage. Bottled up. Top lane cut. 2 minutes on Aegis as well. This is very respectful of VP, not just going straight high ground bottom lane with that next creep wave.
This'll come in handy.
So they can place.
Dire are scanning.
We've been scanning to try and figure out where Yuragi has been lurking. He's done a good job, this Tiny, kind of keeping up with the Rubik's farm. It can be a very difficult task. And Antares is in charge. 16,000 net worth. Aghanim Scepter nearly done as well. I'll see what Yuragi does here, because he's Shadow Bladed. Looking for some free creeps. Might be able to cut the wave bottom. They've got no idea where VP are. They've got one Radiant Ward in the top left corner, but outside of that, they see buildings and creep waves.
Damage rune on
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's time to go. 2 of the best runes. We're gonna use it, so.
Hardy Weaver as well.
It's under attack.
Go straight up there. Aegis. Weaver with 3.5k health. Thanks to Scardy BKB. Just front lines for this. And in comes Noted for the Blink duel. Right onto Nefrit. Down Down goes the Underlord, has buyback available, but just watching how quickly the rest of his team is dying. Static Storm on the Weaver is a little annoying. Malady is gone. Spirit had to run back to Fountain, and Yuragi, well, he's BKB'd up and standing his ground. A good amount of damage in the Kiritish now, but in comes Noticed again. Aegis is used up, so Weaver with a second life, while Sanctity does slay the Zeus in the back lines. Yeah, top is BKB, looking at the Crystal Maiden now. A lot of steals out of Antares, though, with his Sleight of Fist, dodging and juking, while it looks like Noticed and Kiritich battling continually in this Radiant base, trying to deal with the Tiny. It's just impossible to finish them off. Noticed will survive. The duel is there. Life stealing back up off the Ember Spirit in the 1v2 fight. Now finally killed off by the toss forward. Where's the Weaver? Kiritich is still going. Cribbing and hitting, taking another one down with him. Zayat is gone. Uragi swarmed up, but gets back to Fountain. Brambles and Kinetic Fuel drop down onto the Weaver, who's turning back to hit the barracks. Buybacks galore as well. Nefrit, Squadix, Sanctity, Zayat, and Noticed all buying back to continue the fight as the Weaver. Oh, this is getting dangerous. Kiritich is dead. They've got the Weaver kill, but they've lost their Tiny and their Ember Spirit. Zayat's now having to deal with Noticed. Legion Commander, the backup carries have arrived on the scene of the crime. Zeus and Legion clean things up. And now we're looking at a 5 versus 1. Yuragi, I don't know if you've got the stones, mate. He'll jump in, he'll get lifted and dueled, and that's going to be it. Game 1 goes to VP.
In the end, it looks like it's a close game, but Virtus.pro, they had enough. They wanted to get out of this game, having 30 people, Legion going for the high ground push, knowing that with the buybacks, they can end it. Squadix did use it, and somebody had to be sacrificed eventually. Virtus.pro, very
down solo, and that is just going to put him in a nice fiery grave as the detection is there. That drops Insanity. And looking for more now as Neon on the chase, want to find another, and they'll get Shanks. Fuel sceptered up, set down by the spear, and killed off. Good positioning here for him. Blink Dagger ready to go on the counter initiation. He sees all of them. The Arena only catches the Tiny, but it's more about the zoning now with the Global Silence. They're on to CML, and actually Ken this time he doesn't have a lot of support, so CML lives for now, but that second Global Silence on the Reverberation putting him down. As out comes the back wall combo onto 3, puts Castro in a pole position with the Kisses chasing after him. That's a buyback now for CML onto the outpost, a long TP where he's already lost his off lane and his carry, so he's not going to complete the teleport, as there's the Yule Scepter condemning Shanks to a slow and painful death.
The Tiny is no match.
Dire's bottom tower is falling. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
for now, you know. Yeah, I mean for now.
Radiant's top tower
The team
is
fights,
under attack.
the team fights are gonna be a lot better for you with this build for sure.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Always call players, right? They want you to do all the hard work and then leave for the solo XP. Oh, they got it! The monkey!
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is falling.
Oh, stack.
Genual's already TP'd back to get prepared to defend as they are going to find Tims here on the hood, wing Tims. Trying to run his way up, but he is gone. So you do get the Aegis up, but here comes Gabby. BKB skew back onto Say, though Say is okay with the Pavis being available. The hook shot off the mark from Say. Here comes Seal though. He's in with the arena. Say's going to survive a little bit longer. Now Januel's the one in trouble. Xiao is gone. So is Say. And it seems that so is Seal. As now Gabby, he'll get a skew around onto Emo by himself, but Emo's still alive. Jackie the one to jump in now. Moving on to Ahmed. They'll take down the left track though. Emo is gone, but Ahmed looking to drop as well. Does go down. Onto Natsumi now. Natsumi to drop.
Oh,
Gabby.
What's happening?
Gabby's been disrupted. Gabby is down. Natsumi trying to man fight Jackie. Jackie's going down a boot.
You know, my conclusion is you need another point. Oh, one chrono might be enough now. Got it.
Middle tower is under attack.
They got up it. He was trying to leap out. He faced the wrong direction.
Orchids? Sure about this one, Nefru?
I mean, the rest of the team's coming. Sanctity's coming in to try and get the kill here. I mean, there's no Manta style. Nice silence there to stop the electric vortex coming down. And the Pit of Malice now coming down onto 2, along with that Bramble Maze too. Able to zip out of it though. There's the Supernova coming out, not able to take that down. Sanctity now doesn't have himself any mana, but has himself the Aegis. There is the fear in that Bramble Maze too, as another Pit of Malice coming down, locking in place 3 as they do find themselves Yuragi. Once again, look at that, and Sanctity has to get himself away, but he's found there by the Bramble Maze, and he doesn't die. He survives on 30 HP, so he is actually able to zip away and clear this wave. Never mind, the Shadow Step comes out, taking down that Aegis, but because of that Fiend's Gate, it applies a Pit of Malice, but he is silenced up, so he can't apply another one, but it doesn't matter because he is locked down there. Lovely stuff here.
Small can.
Coming in, or who's stomp onto 3, but a lovely shackle shot. It stops the initiation there from Yuragi. Activates the BKB. The focus fire is being applied onto him there by Pro. Yuragi, he gets himself out, though he's stuck now at the Pit of Malice as another shackle shot comes out again. All of the focus fire too. That is going to be Yuragi dead. He's not able to output his damage here at all, as why Zayak is taken out too. Disaster for Na'Vi. They found 3 here, taking down Malady.
I'm going to be playing around this mid lane, right? You've still got about a quarter duration on the Flesh Golem, Siege Creep, Tombstone off cooldown, and Howard should really die.
There it is, Tombstone, Avalanche as well. They want to try and find the Necrophos, tossing him into this wall of Replica. And to find him now, he's still alive, and they find the kill onto Sohai, now turning it around onto Zeneca. Zeneca's just dead, being heavily slowed down here. I think that was by the wall of Replica.
But at least it gives the hero some sort of relevance. All right, here we go. Oh, big old zip. Once again, they just find CML as JG gets an initiation. Arena onto 2, keeping Denzanity out of this fight. Down goes CML as the egg drops as well. Denzanity burning away to this one. No way he takes it down solo. And that is just going to put him in a nice fiery grave as the detection is...
Also want to see different carry. All the games.
Oh, yeah. Rough. Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. It was never a level playing field, right? You know, I make jokes about this Underlord. I don't like him too much, but there's ways to play him. That bottom jungle fight as well, you know, we could see with the auras, the damage potential there from Na'Vi. Just a matter of those early moves from Virtus.pro, abusing Twin Gates, abusing this Crystal Maiden and Rubik to make TP rotations with the Thunder God's Wrath from global range as well. It was just all very well scripted by VP to win that early game and snowball into mid game. As the draft for Game 2 is ready for our viewing pleasure, we'll head into it here and see what Na'Vi has cooking for us in Game 2. And so far, the Zeus ban, some respect. It's been pretty good so far this patch. Looking at the old pick and win rates, I think it included open qualifiers. You know, Zeus had like 75 matches across all regions with opens included and still had a 69% win rate.
Virtus.pro's turn to ban.
At early level 6, and side lanes, they need to be
10 seconds remaining.
double kill into another kill when
5 seconds remaining.
they could lanes, so different things. Bag out tiny. Or it came good because at all.
Yeah, I mean, it is one of those annoying hurdles to get over in the draft where
Virtus.pro's
you gotta deal with the flex, gotta deal with what's going on. And speaking of flex, there is the Weaver picked immediately by Na'Vi, POS 1 or 4, depending how you want to go. And I said it in Game 1, you should ban the Crystal Maiden against FNG, and they've done it.
I'm okay with
Dire team
pickup.
ban.
Slada.
So that you have you gotta count going in. Also, you have
10 seconds remaining.
So might
5 seconds remaining.
And it also sets you up nicely here for like a Willow pick as well. They'll ban...
has to go 100%. Unless you Virtus.pro, they have
Are you afraid now of the
10
entire
seconds
Scarith Mage coming in?
remaining.
Get rid of the Rubiks, even more respect. Zeus, Maiden, Rubik,
5
three
seconds
of the
remaining.
heroes out of that VP draft in game 1. All taken away. I guess also worth mentioning, we've talked about it a little bit, the flexibility of the Slardar to go mid and off lane, also potential here if later on down the line, support Weaver's there, but also the Troll carry potentially coming out. And they let the Willow go through. Oh boy. Has VP had a chance to play Willow? Because I feel like it's just banned. Does VP play Willow?
Virtus.pro's turn to pick. Dire team pick.
Clockwork!
Clockwork. Lighting vision, so they not afraid to use out things out.
10 seconds remaining.
See where people are. Get the blink duels going. Gave noticed a very good
5
game.
seconds remaining.
Warlord, Lashrak, a couple of bans. Na'Vi into their second pick.
Yankee. Get Dragonite plus other support.
Dire team pick.
Your as flex.
Yeah.
Pick something. And play this 5. Other support that can.
Yeah, I mean, what are your
10
thoughts on
seconds
Treant?
remaining.
Like in general and in this game?
5
That's a hero that's been picked up a fair amount by Na'Vi.
Armor, nice.
Virtus.pro's turn to pick.
Mereska has arrived.
Follow for themselves. Never mind that you have a Dragonite. Potentially.
Yeah, or even a Centaur later on, right? With your next pick. Well, third up for
10
Virtus.pro.
seconds remaining.
Maybe time to pick up your second support. You want to keep, was it Na'Vi? No, VP have the last pick, so they could keep this Slardar open until the very end. So could be their support and their carry coming out now. Something for Antares, something for Kiritich. No Willow, no Rubik. Not sure if... I mean, Scar's Mage looks okay so far. There's potential there to be paired with anyone under the sun.
Turn to pick.
Large hero pool, but I'm going to opt for the Shadow Fiend.
Meta, I don't think. Awkward.
Yeah.
Ready. Back, Dota. Cycles, Shadow. Awkward
10
cause.
seconds remaining.
Ability, Necromancer. Shadow Raise.
5 seconds remaining.
I think we even got up to 12 on one of the players earlier today or yesterday. It all blends into one. I'm casting 3 BO3s a day. So much Dota going on. Yeah,
Here, you.
oh, the classic double flex. VP Antares. Shadow Demon. Whoa, Phoenix is... I guess usually it's 5 Phoenix. But Phoenix is still out there as a potential pick. Has looked very good in the games we've seen him. No Bat. Marana 4 hasn't felt good for a little bit now.
Parrot Mage.
Dire team pick.
Grimstroke.
Ten seconds remaining.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
It's like Leash against Weaver. Silence against Willow Weaver.
Dire team
Talked about the
back.
Dispel, the combos with the Clockwork and Slardar are nice. Na'Vi going to come out with the Darkseer now. That removes a bit of the flex from the DK. Offlane Darkseer, mid DK. I guess the way this draft is going, Weaver and Dark Willow are your 2 supports?
10 seconds remaining.
Most likely,
5 seconds remaining.
for Navi. Oh.
Virtus.pro's turn to ban.
Banned. Gyrocopter. Oh, he goes into the bin. Oh. If Shadowfiend goes Yule's
10
Blink,
seconds remaining.
Grimstroke Soulbinds, SF, double Yule's
5
Blink,
seconds
double
remaining.
Requiem. You know, hit the Requiem on 2 heroes. You got a big combo there.
So Yule's
Virtus.pro's
is the
turn to
combo with
ban.
Grimstroke. I like it.
You buy Yule's, yeah, you combo it up. I'm just finding ways to use Soulbind, or else what's the point in leveling it? Leash people. Well, they're batting me undying here. Something Na'Vi did use in one of their previous games against one dub, I
10
believe.
seconds
Oh, no, it was against
remaining.
Sibe team. A decent hero at
5
protecting people,
seconds
keeping the lane rolling.
Dire team ban.
VP looks like they're pretty locked in on that Weaver being a carry, as they ban out 2 supports.
Legion. Or
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I guess it's just like DK was picked, Shadowfiend's a counter to DK in lane that we've seen, and then they've picked it. So it feels like SF wants to lane against DK, which then leads me to Slardar off lane. But now I've started to wonder, what if we see Kiritich play Slardar carry against the Darkseer?
It is possible.
It is.
It's
Dire team pick.
They get that trade
Virtus.pro's turn to pick.
Yeah.
will be we're running out of options. They image something. So I think Arbor's gonna be harder against Shadowfiends.
10 seconds remaining.
VP was that ultimate
5
pick.
seconds remaining.
Time to remove the flexes and show your hand. Where are these heroes heading? Is it carry Slardar time? I don't know. I want SF against DK, but then I also want SF with Clockwork. I guess we then want to pick another ranged carry, right, to go with the clock? Or is it Drow Ranger time?
No, right now.
Wind Ranger at your
Sorry,
service.
sorry, I meant Wind Ranger time.
It is a better version of a Ranger. At the moment. We talked about Yule Scepter. It's going to be very effective. Whoever buys it likes playing Shadowfiend. So Yule Scepter, Shadowfiend. I'll take Elf and I'll against Darkseer Armor.
It's great with the Soulbind for the combo with the Requiem.
Full Shackle, that combo.
Hell yeah. A very, very fruity draft from VP, I've got to say here. A Wind Ranger, Shadowfiend, kind of delicate heroes that have looked good this patch so far. SF with the innate necromastery now. We've got the cogs to be killed to give him some early souls as well. A decent lane with the Grim and the Slardar. Na'Vi, Darkseer. See, I don't want to be a negative Nancy again, but I just haven't seen Darkseer Underlord before. Like, I understand that they kind of feel strong, feel good to play, but in terms of winning games, I don't think they've had the winningest record through these qualifiers. Maybe this is the time where Nefret is going to turn things around. Darkseer with the vacuum walls onto the Shadowfiend and Wind Ranger. And Ion Shell up your Weaver.
You have Iron Shell, you have Living Armor on top of the green. I from Darkseer, but I do like that a lot. Hogs.
Prepare for battle.
First one, and there's your thing. Gloves of Haste plus 3 range.
He's doing it.
Like, the most attack speed possible.
Love it. Going for the 3. And maybe to get the 4, you need a couple more heroes here to help out. The pre-denies. And of course, you know, you'll get up to like 8 or 9 here. Come out into the lane, do another one. You're heading out onto the map.
Double Mango. One of the heroes, probably the only hero. Shadow Rays. Damage.
30 seconds to battle.
Or gauntlets, having that fortitude, intelligence forward than agility. So you upgrade your strength and suddenly you get intelligence. 34 strength, 34. A lot of mana.
That's like a free pupil. Well, not free, but it's like a pupil's gift from these gauntlets.
The
Free
battle
stats.
begins.
Bottom rune, Zayat's trying to step up. Amstress was there just a second earlier. 2 for 2, it looks like. Yeah, Uragi's going to get the fourth one. Noticed, starting to cut out all the trees in that top lane. Make sure that Malady's Treant doesn't have free reign from the fog and the tree lines. I think, yeah, this mid lane, we have seen some real disasters for DKs recently. Primarily against Shadow Fiend, who can crush this matchup completely. Let's deny, though, Sanctity. That first last hit maybe going to tip the scales in his favor. And tagged up by a couple more razors, though.
A lot of mana burn with the Cogs. Cogs level 1 is so good. 50 mana burn if you hit them 2 or 3 times. Initially 150 mana. Blood already.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't watching. I did not expect someone to die in that top lane. I'm going to be perfectly honest. Level 1, Slardar and Grimstroke. Yeah. Pretty wild. I mean, it all starts with the tree cutting, right? Treant. Trying to find a little home for himself. Stuck out in the open. He dies for it. Chasing onto Antares from Uragi. And no real kill threat there. Just poking at him, forcing him away. DK's done a pretty good job of that mid lane so far. 5 last hits is literally something to write home about as a DK against the Shadow Fiend. It's always one of these situations where Squadix, I don't know how well versed he is in playing this SF. I'd assume with all the 1v1 tiebreaker stuff going on recently, mid laners, they play Shadow Fiend now.
Absolutely. This matchup yesterday, Shadow Fiend hitting.
Not gonna happen.
Opportunity. Dragonite. Those on heal. Got a lot of mana. Big damage.
FNG gets turned on. Zayat surged up and chasing. Clockwork about to die. Finished off, in fact, by Zayat.
Cute Cogs. Do you mind if I
Running
take
there.
one?
Kiritich maybe joins in to kill off the Willow, but instead it's the other way around. Help Nephrin out a fair amount as well. Still down with 3 last hits on the Darkseer. Attempting a pull, attempting to drag the creep wave around, but into the tower, and it looks like the pull has failed. 1 dire creep heads in there. As mid lane, Shadow Fiend now starting to assert that dominance. 12 and 10. But I guess like 9 of those denies were actually from the Cogs. So 12 and 1 technically.
He always gets what he's playing into, unless it's full plus Clockwork. Always getting farm.
Ooh, Lotus. Slardar doesn't get it. Goes into the Weaver's backpack, yeah. Is that just a who clicks faster? Uragi with a Bumblebee Weaver. Gets the job done. We did talk about this in the previous draft as well. Weaver, one of Uragi's big heroes recently. Definitely comfort for him to get that quite early on in the draft. With a wave in front of the tier 1 tower here. Notice going to have free farm for the next minute or so. Malady trying to push a bit of damage onto Antares. And not much they can do here. There's no diving towers to kill anyone off in this top lane right now. Meanwhile,
Playing progressive. Catch this item build from Shadow Fiend.
it's like level 1 Shadow Raze is annoying. Level 2 Shadow Raze is unplayable in that mid lane. Antares is going to get chased down by Malady and Yuragi, but that's, what, like 3,000 range away from the lane. Natus continues free farming. Kind of worth it for the Grimstroke to die there and drag their attention away. DK now starts to jungle as Shadowfiend gets free reign of the water runes. We really have to look at this bot lane as the only minor victory really for Na'Vi. Getting that kill, but still lacking a little bit in the farm for the Darkseer. We're still, yet to see those initial opening moves from VP that they are so comfortable at doing. Clockwork rotating. Maybe this Grimstroke and TP have a bit of reactive play. FNG is going to walk right into Zayat's. Spots some of the stacks. Picking cogs at them as well to push them around. Brambles are down though, and Zayat moves forward. Iron Shell on this Willow, actually offering quite a lot of damage with the blood grenade thrown. FNG looks like he's about to drop here. The power shot though, the damage back onto Zayat. The cogs are down and the Willow's trapped. Titch walks across, slays the Dark Willow, protects his Clockwork. And now potential move into the stacks again. But FNG just keeps on going.
Wants to go, he wants to... Battery, so might steal some of them. Come on.
You little fella. Oh, he traps it in the cogs as well. Who's got it? Who's got it? Purple. FNG gets it. He's going to die for this. Dragontail stunned and killed off. That's 3 heroes you bring to protect a stack that still gets partially stolen. While top lane, Slaughter. Okay, he's going to crush and hold them back.
Love to see his face. As he sets up the kill, there's the last. His carry goes in. Versus Rose.
Yeah, just like, team, look at me, look at what I'm doing. I'm such a nuisance. Noticed. Rinse away again from Yuragi, getting a little uncomfortable in this top lane though. Yuragi Malady starting to threaten the Slaughter a little more than he'd like. And Tara, same kind of story as well, with the DK rotating. Level 6 Sanctity trying to wrap around for the secondary kill as Antares is actually healed back up with the magic wand, has a salve and a fairy fire as well. He's going to die eventually, but he's protected and saved the Slardar by doing this move. Maybe Natus still dies, but I don't know. Sanctity has made this move because he can't play mid lane. He can't play top either.
That's scouted. Top lane is pretty free. They are again going for the Shackle. They have Clockworks.
Are scanning.
Be the one trying to protect his Malady. He might die here.
Radiant are scanning.
Scans. They both know this is happening, but Virtus.pro with the fire and damage onto Malady. Grab the Wisdom Rune now. And there's also a little stack here that's kind of pre-hit. I don't know if Kiritich wants to stick around and finish it.
First shot, steal 1 or 2 and get back.
Yeah. That looks like it. Grab a couple of those. And then Tara's going to get the other Wisdom Rune.
Ow. That's the neutral item from it. Call immediate.
Radiant's
Good
bottom
timing.
tower is under attack.
What feels
Similar story to game 1. Top 3 net worth, all VP heroes. 3-3, a 1k lead, but there's just the vibe, right? The feeling of the game that the inevitability of VP is going to start swarming and running at you. Your DK, his timings are all going to be delayed, so we won't have that same feeling of a Dragonite with a flame. And the Weaver up top. Start pushed by Cogs, outplayed Yuragi.
It's very difficult to get
Dire's
used to
top
new
tower
cogs,
is under
how
attack.
big the
Radiant's middle
need to
tower
get
is under
pushed
attack.
back. It was much easier. AoE is smaller, so
Dire's structures
hook shot
are
in.
fortified.
In front, now that's not a thing anymore. But manager
Dire's top
in
tower
front,
is
get
under
the
attack.
cogs pushed. Time to notice this. 6-7. Ace Rod, only level.
And straight onto that tier 1.
Radiant's
It's also a good
middle
read from
tower is under
Squadix,
attack.
understanding that it's not just the DK here. Shadowfiend backs up a little bit, knowing that Zayat and Malady are likely lurking in this mid lane. And now they bring the numbers to try and protect the tower and kill the DK. FNG again with his Cogs, Battery Assault. It's a good Cursed Crown and Zayat with the Brambles, but DK's dead. The Dark Willow is going to follow him into the grave. Another couple of kills as Kiritich picks up a spree, and the hook shot forward.
Here.
FNG, he's cracked level 6. Yeah, minute 9, straight onto Malady's Treant. 5 heroes strong. Virtus.pro bring the entire freaking battalion into the mid lane.
Without Squadix even using Requiem. Virtus.pro, they're having such a good read of the situation also.
Radiant's bottom tower
Without
is under attack.
overlapping.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Scary times ahead here for Na'Vi. Darkseer.
Bounty.
You got double bracer, Soul Ring, Arcade.
Hate Darkseer and Underlord. You're just like, I can hear it in your voice sometimes.
It's like Darkseer is the top net worth, so I'm looking at Darkseer to be the impact hero, right? You're losing, you know, the game is not lost, but it's in a downward spiral. So you want your highest net worth hero to be the impact hero.
Yeah, he needs
Double bracer, Soul Ring, Arcanes doesn't do anything for the team, it just helps you, right? Darkseer is not a crystal hero. He's not crystally enough for our crystal club. He's gonna farm some ancients to get a bit more net worth for himself. The hookshot mid, gonna catch a tree into illusion. Not a real one there as Malady slips back into the tree line.
And the armature with the power cogs being bigger, you don't need to kill your cog. Walk out. That's always this if you and then you can pause and just
Super cool.
I think Blocker is gonna super tested.
Fine. Still also able to switch to strength treads if he needs to. Okay, can they go for the Weaver kill here? I guess the answer is no. They'll go straight for the Treant, but Malady gets the distance.
Of course. The strongest neutral item right now. 100.
Armor melts away.
Plus you have Soul Ring. Do you want that extra HP regen? He's spamming Corrosive Haze on the Weaver, keeping tabs on him and Malady, forcing them out of lane a bit to continue the farm on Slardar. Darkseer farming. Was that better? A little intonation on the Darkseer? the Darkseer. Oh dear. Farming ancients.
This one.
Has his mech coming out. So a pretty pivotal moment here for Na'Vi to do stuff, but we come back to the topic of the Dragon Knight being behind. Stomped out by the Shadow Fiend. He's catching up decently, but Blink is still 600 gold away. VP are looking at that DK in the mid lane as well. Lock, SF. Double smoke here. Antaras and Noticed up at the front. Keratich grabs his Maelstrom. Getting pretty far forward here in this bottom lane. That wraparound has completely gone through the mid. DK has managed to dodge the gank. Looks like Zayat's going to be the one to die, but the blink reveal out the Slardar. It's a simple takedown. Straight into the tier 1 as well.
And also, they did was also stealing their XP rune. They don't have that Blink Initiator yet. Dragon Knight getting close to the full.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Bedlam trying to get a kill. Alex talking about his optimization that he was. Lands.
Okay. I should go for that raw right-click power.
Dire are scanning.
Weaver. Still 900 away from the Maelstrom.
Radiant are scanning.
Opt to go for the double Wraithband, full wand. Raindrops and backpack as well. Needs a fair amount of time to be up and running here. Bottom net worth of those core heroes.
Are scanning.
Constantly under pressure. Like every time Yuragi gets into this kind of top left corner, the crook of the lane, he's always being eyed up by Slardar and Grimstroke, who are placing vision down to spot him as well. Entity gets his Blink Dagger and pairs up with the Darkseer. This is what we like to see.
Here. At the bottom part of the map.
Treant not long for this world.
under attack.
This is where Sanctity is going to realize I've bought Blink, I've run bottom, but every member of VP is top. And now with the Twin Gate move.
They can also go for Roche. They have more than enough damage. Smarter. These.
Na'Vi saw this coming. The Dire Observer sees VP move through the Twin Gate. They get a jump in the DK, but Zayas is blown up by Natus, and the DK just gets turned on by the Wind Ranger. Squadex thought about the Requiem, doesn't even need it. The hookshot's there onto the Weaver now and forces the time-lapse back. The wall was dropped by Nefrit, but does very little. A kill on the Grimstroke for a Willow and Dragon Knight in return.
Dire's
I mean,
courier
so
has been
underfarmed
killed.
this hero. Hero as a hero does farm quite a lot, but the automation as well. Dumping great band was XP without having Maelstrom not as much. Complete. Oh.
And getting out of control. 15 minutes in, you're just, again, stealing out ancient camps, making sure that Na'Vi have nowhere to farm. Blink reveal on DK not getting anything. Blink reveal on Slardar getting 2-3 kills in a row for VP. All partnering up very nicely with this Grimstroke, who is rushing the shard. I kind of feel like we've not seen Squadex do anything. He's got 2 kills and 3 assists, but...
He didn't use Requiem. Random right clicks there. Not as flash.
Just sitting back and farming. There mid-wave, go kill ancients. Grab himself some lifesteal in a second as well. Looks well. Notice blinks away. Grimstroke was Inkswell in the creep wave. I thought he was going for an aggressive play. Na'Vi trying to turn this on his head now with maybe a jump from the Dragon Knight. But Notice and Antares, they feel this one coming.
Dire's middle tower is
It's
under
being
attack.
delivered as we eat, so
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
what we did about his that's
Dire's middle tower is under
Trail
attack.
does Dragon Knight.
Doesn't get shackle shotted. Yeah, kind of weird that happens. Terrorized buys him a bit of time for Sanctity to try and run away. Had the Bedlam placed on him, so it looked like the team wanted him to turn and fight. Na'Vi going to be kind of happy that Dragon Knight survives. Sanctity lives to fight another day. EP still in position though.
Purposes.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Bottom
attack.
lane.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Flicker.
And then Wind Ranger can go top, pick up the pieces, keep that wave away from tier 1. And no freebies here for Na'Vi. No way they're getting a straight tower take. Tier 2 bottom. Yeah, Shadow Fiend not able to finish the job completely. Slardar clears out the Ancients just to the right hand side of him. And what is it? 2.5 minutes till daytime, so Roshan is still tucked away in that dire corner in the top left. This is probably where Na'Vi would love a kill and maybe try and snipe and steal that Roche.
Bottom tower is under attack.
VP not giving any opportunities for it.
Over for them. For time.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Pro having a pretty good read what's happening on the that game. Thank you.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, saves the Wind Ranger.
Radiant structures are
Glyphs up the tower as well.
Dire's
Bottom lane about to
tower
drop.
is under attack.
Now, does
Dire's
VP
bottom
come into this
tower
mid lane to try and fight back? Weaver and Darkseer have made their way back to that bottom lane.
Radiant's
Mid tower
middle
is claimed up by Sanctity. VP taking their foot off the pedal a little bit, but not giving Na'Vi any opportunities to actually find a fight or make any jumps. So Sanctity with his Blink Dagger just, I feel so sad he's bought it and not been able to use it. By a Hurricane Pike next, it looks like.
Doesn't care too much. He farm up, the most farm hero in the game. Time for him, present buildings. Closed out, living armor can. strike soon.
Yeah, at the very least, they've got a Darks here with Wall of Replica, so they can turn some of that damage and scaling back onto VP. Cortex itching to get back into the game immediately resumes, not giving the chance for Na'Vi to respond. There we go, we will get the unpause and back into the action. 1 minute till daytime. VP twin gating up to top, and Roshan is about to migrate. Looking for any heroes farming this outer ring of jungle camps. I guess with Slardar, you don't need that long. 50 seconds is plenty of time to kill him off.
Under attack.
We're talking about level 2 corruption pace that's minus 15, 7.
Shadow Fiend is leveling up Feast of Souls. I've seen people go stats over it, right?
The spellcast, if you take 1 point in it just for the sake of it.
NG. Missed his hook shot. Inkspell's on him. Dark Willow in trouble. Very low HP. The vacuum wall though on Slardar and SF with the Terrorize there. The Dragonite opens up with the Shackler shot. Holds the Weaver back. Squadix now with the Requiem going to fear up the Weaver as they turn and fight. Slardar down. Brian and Willow traded. Weaver still looking for a re-entry to this as the Clockwork's being pummeled by the Dragonite, but the Shackle Shot is there. Squadix and Curatage offering so much damage. Kill off the DK as the Uragi Weaver time lapses off a bit of that aggression from VP. Still a pretty good fight for Na'Vi.
It was Wall on the Shadow Fiend, plus I believe the Wind Ranger creating Shadow Fiend with the presence of the Dark Lord, and then with the they could go back, so they were unable to attack the double kill from it, so that's near utilization. And for a game fight, they want to break the distance, right? I don't think harder. Capabilities against Fury. Crush and
yeah, and in that last fight, I do wonder if the Uragi Weaver hadn't been shackled up to someone, this could have been a massive victory for them. Yeah, they could have killed the Wind Ranger and the Shadow Fiend. Uragi was just all tied up by a very nice Kurtic Shackle Shot. Been in place for quite some time. Still, you know, we talked about it, not just here in Game 2, but Game 1 as well. VP kind of bringing these delicate drafts of squishy heroes, trying to itemize to make them tankier and looking for these opening plays. Na'Vi do have ways around it here in Game 2. It's not been as much of a stomp as their first game was. The VP are still in that driving seat, holding Aegis 7k lead, moving to that tier 2 top. Love to see Na'Vi make another move though.
Structure needs to make another good ball.
Notice. One point of contact. Shackle Shot again with a Soul Blind down. The Weaver and DK caught up with a hook shot from FNG from downtown, but the time lapse is there. Gets the Weaver away. But the Blade Crush with the 3. Notice. Backing back. They've killed off Sanctity. Dragonite down. The mech, the heal, comes a little too late from Nefrit with the Greaves. Now Kiritich and Notice shackles the Willow with the Dogs here behind. Uragi Malady on the run now. Zayas is left behind. Treant and Weaver. Well, they're both in trouble. Saws up the Thousand Brace, and there we go. The continuation stuns, an ultra kill for Kiritich. Now, Hunteress don't steal his rampage this time. It looks like Nefrit is not even going to give them the opportunity for it this time.
Is under attack.
They immediately dispel changing things around for activity, Eternal Shroud. The 3 of them. This was also a fight where there was no Requiem. You get in,
Dire's middle
plus
tower is
and
under
light
attack.
here. I think they still have super strong team. Both forwards providing with rise, the overgrowth. All
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Respawn late because the Aegis have the damage. Another fight with Earthborn. Please. And see. You can't. Fight to get done. Off the game.
Grace
Well, do have the chance. minute left on Aegis for Squadix. SF so fearsome with a Daedalus. VP all gathered around him, trying to farm. No, it wasn't. Accidental, as usual. I don't think about these things. My brain says words and my mouth follows.
It happens to me. Accidental.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 out of 100 times. Level 18 on Shadowkeep. That guy is popping up. Daedalus, because he was.
I find us fortune.
That clicks was for BK.
Yeah, protect your damage with that debuff immunity. FNG are going to find plenty of Lotuses on that right-hand side. Malady knows it's happening, but can't do too much about it. On the left-hand side of the map, Kiritich and Yuragi very close to each other there.
Yuragi leeching as carry because he's only level 13 right.
Dire
17.
are scanning.
Remstroke.
It's insane. Yeah, absolutely insane. Kiritich gets out of the way, lets the camp respawn, sends illusions forward to scout things out in front of him. Zayat's Willow also going pretty deep there to get a nice observer ward, or a couple of wards down in lane and down in that bottom spot. I guess we could be looking at a Radiant Roshan. We'll see what that timer says later on in a couple of minutes. Oh, we need to have fight of all fights, though. They need massive vacuum wall to land on SF and Windranger. FNG.
Baby. Nice. Party and Greaves. Wave and buy a little bit more time with.
Yuragi trying to kill off FNG here and just about doesn't. Had that last tick of damage. Kill's a kill. Stating their intent in that bottom spot of the map. It's always the question of what next. You killed the Clockwork, you get a bit of farm. You can't really convert that kill into anything meaningful. A bit of chip damage on the tier 2 down bottom. Radiant Vision right now, kind of scouting out DK, who shows on the wave, the Dark Willow, who is sat in behind him.
Radiant's bottom
VP knows that Na'Vi are kind of spread across the map right now. Oh, very calm, deliberate play. Again, no reason to rush into things when you're waiting for BKB for next Roshan. Weaver does so little damage. Flutter like loses 1,000 HP just being stuck there and hit for 10 seconds.
Has high armor and you have magic resistance. Like for the procs anyway. It's Robo reduced.
Here's the big man Squadix. BKB coming out on the courier. I'm ready to look for this next fight. Just a matter of whether or not Na'Vi offer it to them. This is definitely the spot where Na'Vi need a high ground ward outside of their base to try and find these blink vacuum wall plays, try and get Yuragi into a good comfortable spot where he can unload the damage. Looking away with a DK, crush onto the Willow, vacuum onto the Shadow Fiend, Squadix BKB's up, and they've got some stun to control on the DK to force him back. Zaya's dead, the Requiem's coming, Shadow Fiend dying though, so low on HP, the illusion will kill him. Nefrit finds the kill on SF while the Windranger goes in the back for the DK. Finishing off Sanctity with a final hit, and Yuragi on the run, bailing away now as they buy back the Willow but can't continue the fight.
Hunter has one job, create illusion of this massive Shadow Fiend. How do you kill him? If he needed to BKB off immediately. Nothing with it. The fight, what? That illusion. A lot of the damage. It's satanic. Arcane Pike, so you can. Of course, but satanic's good. Things
and they need to kill that SF illusion as well. SF illusion doing a hell of a lot of work. Roshan back up, and the rocket flare perfectly timed from FNG to scout it. Sometimes it's luck, sometimes it's skill. It's all about continuing to try until you hit those results. There you go.
Available. I think you give him David. Vintage also been playing single time. He's run a bit fly so they can.
Sanctity and Malady pressing forward to try and deal with FNG's clockwork. A good vacuum, but Squadix stands with his BKB and starts to pummel into them. Backing up now, though, as the clockwork's died and Taras has spent his load. Uragi's getting run out by Noticed. Oh, punch there from the Darkseer to create another illusion, and it looks like Shadowfield's trying to Requiem them back, but Sanctity gets the kill on the Grim. Noticed in the midst of them, the Shackle shot. Weaver caught up. They can turn on Uragi here. He's got time lapse to try and bail away to the back. The stuns, the crush comes in, the control is there, and the Weaver's down. Curitage picks up the double kill, and Nefrit, he tried his hardest to take down Squadix, but it looks like the Shadowfiend is finally going to die. Nearly slipped away, as Na'Vi might be able to turn this now. The Darkseer is doing so much work, creating illusions, punching people around. Notice has to Slytherin sprint back towards safety, but they've got Malady punching and rooting. Sanctity with a buyback on the DK to finish him off.
Are you entertained, Gary? Darkseer doing one hell of a job in the pre. Again, vacuum ball onto 3. I don't think the third was created, but it was vacuum onto and wall kind of on the high ground.
Scanning.
And the damage. No. They are having the issues dealing with those illusions. He might be gone later. Put it off instantly.
Try and zap them, yeah. He's done a great job. This Blink Aghanim Scepter giving him so much more effectiveness against the Shadow Fiend, Slardar, and Wind Ranger, sure, but creating that SF illusion is huge. Now, Roshan half HP, Na'Vi in the pit, kind of ready. Kiritich has an amplified damage room for another 10 seconds, but it's Antaras that gets initiated on. The hook shot, Cogs, 3 of them trapped inside it looks like, but FNG's going to die here, and so will Antaras. Roshan belongs to Na'Vi. This team fight is a victory for them.
British did not want to commit. Didn't have amplified damage, was trying to grab a kill here, but edit did the sustained. Times Guardian Reeves. Well, Roshan now that belongs to Na'Vi. He's gonna contest.
Now we've got a game on our hands. It felt like a one-way street, but Na'Vi fighting back, getting some good initiations out of this Darkseer. Unlocking the potential of Uragi. Nefrit really pulling out all the stops to try and balance the score sheet here. VP still 10k to the good, 23 to 16 in kills. Na'Vi with its Aegis, with potential map control, with the Roshan's banner as well. Could maybe make things work.
A lot, even with having 2 items.
Radiant's bottom tower
Hurricane fight, but he found a really good quiver, so 3-4 seconds for healing. Attack and the quiver from critical life. But here is the big one. Archer has to go.
Rock it on!
Is it just Slaughter then? Or FNG? They've got a start on him?
It might be mid-range.
Control and damage, I guess, required. It drops low to the Tormentor, but Shard now for Nefrit's Darkseer. He's in a spot where he is top net worth on his team. He is the impact hero. Nefrit is the carry from the off lane with his Darkseer. Getting team fights.
Didn't die a single time. I'm also having Defiant Shell, so somebody attacks you and you have normal punch, and they immediately create illusion. Also works with like during the Chronos here. Defiant Shell.
Pretty cool.
Radiant
FNG warmed up, Gleipnir and chased. He's got Greaves. A little bit of space here for the Clockwork to hook shot away. Treant, though, in the meantime, blinks with a vacuum wall. Nefrit drops on the Shadow Fiend and Clockwork. FNG dead. Clockwork down for 50 seconds while the DK tries to shred onto Antares, but the Grimstroke will get back to high ground. Oh, Uragi, what have you done? He's going to lose the Aegis here as Kiritich just shreds him. Squad X, give me Requiem. It's coming into time. They've got him. They've killed the Weaver now. It was perfect from Squad X. Now the Dragon Knight taken down, and Na'Vi. They've done so much good work. So many great team fights, and it's all just lobbed away, chucked into the bin. A failure of a move as VP punished them.
There was no effort. That fight completely gone in. He understood that does not want to die. Like, I've got a veil, guys.
Radiant
I use my beast. I didn't even use away, but he too deep. He just means and die, gets shackled, gets focus fire, dies one.
Yeah.
Damage build. Something defensively.
Dire's middle tower.
Did he Hurricane Pike himself? Like, someone force-staffed the Weaver, and I'm trying to figure out if it was himself. I guess it was. Maybe the SF like aggressively force-staffed him into the shackle shot. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I have to watch it back.
Stream, Gary.
Oh, I'm not making
30 seconds from now.
I'm not making that mistake again.
Just not aware Gary was casting stream open on another monitor, and he was casting the game, something that happened 5 minutes ago, and then got confused by himself. What the hell's happening?
What's going on? I've seen this like deja vu. I've seen this before. I was watching the stream to see what happened 5 minutes ago, and I was like, oh yeah, just cast it from here. Why not? What a dum-dum. VP looking very proud of themselves, taking that Aegis, now back in control of this game. Na'Vi trying to group up in that mid lane. Might be thinking about a smoke move themselves. Like, they want fights. They want to kill VP. Try and level the playing field here in terms of net worth. The Fiend rebuilding back up all the souls. 154 bonus damage out of Necromastery. 177 plus 331.
Talent.
Whew.
Max. Starts for level 10 down. And opposite 20. This sounds to me.
I'll leave them all in my wake. A soldier's fortune.
Damage is quite a lot. Or illusion.
Tell me something.
So he is, yeah. They get really annoying, those grim illusions. Oh, better calm now. Because both teams are probably thinking, we want next Roach, we want Aegis. Na'Vi wants to fight into advantageous terrain. And VP just sitting, farming, trying to get to their next round of big items to secure the next team fight. Knowing they're ahead and there's no reason to go and batter heads with Na'Vi right now. And do make the move in though, smoked up. Otist and Kiritich playing off this high ground vision to break the smoke and get the jump on a tree and to blow him up. Now to terrorize. Thanks to TBKB's up. Kiritich has to use his shiny golden Wind Ranger. Will chase forward with Notice onto the Dragon Knight now. Soulbind there on Sanctity, not going to connect onto Uragi, who was close but not close enough. So again, Na'Vi make a move and fall short.
Stay dead.
VP's reactions just too quick, too strong. It's just a soul read, right? Like this high ground vision, they're waiting for it. They know the smoke is coming. Perfect.
Darkshare needs to be. There's no Darkshare make. None of these here are not winning.
Maybe now with DK dead for 40 seconds, no buyback on him. Wondering if they maybe think about high ground, but it looks like VP going to be respecting the Darkseer. Not necessarily respecting Na'Vi, but respecting one of their heroes. DD rune for the Shadow Fiend bottled up as well, so it could be decent. Have to come back and farm though.
Is or over. Not the but great against all that they have, great against recognize.
Damage. I guess in this game, just thinking about the way the VP have played the last couple of team fights, they don't really want to be like initiating straight onto someone. They want to see Na'Vi heroes. They want to see the Darks here, find out what's coming around the corner, kind of wait for maybe Na'Vi to make a slip up and misinitiate with the DK or the Darks here, and then we come in with a Noticed and FNG stuns. VP just continue being very patient as they have been this entire game.
Radiant's top tower.
It's the Roshan, just over a minute until he spawns.
Dire are scanning.
Daytime Roshan.
Radiant's top tower.
VP already ready in position for it. Pings out there and some big circles drawn. So that's a Malady saying, hey, they're probably now ancients down in that bottom right corner. Plenty of room for Na'Vi to farm out the top portion of the map.
Dire are scanning.
Inside, no rush any Virtus.pro.
Now, in fact, keeping top with the smoke of FNG. What was it called again? Surprise Conceal? Ninja Gear? Solitary Disguise. I was trying to remember the active of the Ninja Gear. Surprise Conceal. Solitary Disguise.
It didn't even exist, one of these.
Do it with flair.
Oh, dearie me. Notice testing out his crush with the Aghanim Scepter. And swinging to Roshan, who has respawned now. Banner and Shard alongside the Aegis. Oh, this is big though. Refresher Orb for Nephrin. Na'Vi, they would love to go and fight around Roshan, but it has already been taken.
Nothing out of slots. Sure. Pressure on Darcher. You can solo win the fight.
Yeah.
Radiant are scanning.
To the two heroes, Shadowfin is the big.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Noticed. Noticed was going in. He jumps right on the tree in. He's going to try and blow him up. Here with Inkswell on the stun. Shackle shot comes and Malady dead to the 1,000 crit out of Kiritich. Well, the BKB spend from Slardar does back up a little bit here as FNG makes the second wave of initiation, forcing the Darkseer back. Refreshes it up, jumps in to try and vacuum all the three of them now with a punch as well. Looks good for Na'Vi to turn around on this SF, but Shadowfiend and Wind Ranger able to stand their ground and just pummel into the Weaver with a shackle shot. The raise damage coming, but Yuragi stays alive. Barely gets out of danger. Another illusion of the SF created. Shackle shots not latching into the back, but they've kept the Wind Ranger and SF alive. Kill off the illusions to survive. My goodness gracious me, they've even got an SF illusion made by the Grimstroke.
That's why he wanted to make an even stronger wall of replica. First of all, Shadowfiend deals 100% of the damage. Darkseer with wall illusion. And then you have Grimstroke with the Aghanim Scepter. You have 150. My dad is stronger than
Did you ever use that in a pub game or any kind of online game? My dad works at Microsoft, he's gonna delete your account or anything like that. No? Really? Oh, it was one of the fan favorites. Like, my uncle knows Gabe Newell. He's gonna ban your account. Delete your account. Oh, that is always one of my favorites. Another Gleipnir here, connecting from Kiritich. Punch from the Darkseer, but this Wind Ranger, tremendous damage coming out of the Daedalus now. Crown going to be a little annoying here, but Shadowfiend and Wind Ranger.
going to be available.
Dragon Knight.
25 talent, he's going in.
Has the BKB and run. Nephrit trying here with the BKB up to go in and punch people, but there's still 10 seconds on the wall cooldown. Na'Vi losing out that middle lane of barracks, trying to poke at Noted Slardar here, but he's so incredibly tanky to front line for the rest of VP. Wind Ranger has Manta for this spell, has Aegis for a second life. Even with a jump on the stun, the turnaround from Notice, it will come onto the Dragon Knight yet again. The failed initiation from Sanctity. Unfortunate for Na'Vi. I'll drop the wall on the Shadow Fiend, but this is not a well-synchronized effort from Na'Vi here.
Real Shadow Fiend going inside the base. Look, he's almost killing your eyes. Dragon Force, time left.
Okay, now things have calmed down a little bit. So I wanted to think back to that fight down at bottom. Did Darkseer use 2 walls? I feel like he BKB'd and refreshed, but didn't he? Oh, the hook shot back onto Nefrit. Quad X with the damage, and the Darkseer is being pushed around and killed with no buyback. This is it.
Na'Vi has been killed. That's going to be it.
Fours are open. And Nefrit, he had the weight of the world on his shoulders here. They'll glyph and buy a bit of time, but no Darkseer. No game for Na'Vi. And here in game number 2, the best of 3, it looks like it is. All VPs. Another jump, another kill. The Weaver's gone, and that's it.
Nefrit had a pretty much perfect game. That's his only net in 45 minutes. He's carrying the team hard, but Rose Vincere is 20, 0, and 12 on a carrying win range. Everybody on the team pretty much did the job. Having the Shadow Fiend from the beginning, he was damage.
Seconds with no buyback.
At the time, you've got 100 seconds to be able to move on forward. Still 2.5 minutes left on this Aegis. I believe that's even a Scythe of Vice now picked up by Satanic as well. For everything come to him on the courier. And they can sense a top 3 place in these qualifiers and staying alive. And the Na'Vi going at it in the upper bracket. Top 3 that we were expecting if the result goes as intended. How are you supposed to kill this guy? Got all the cast range you could possibly ask for. Stunned, he's got an additional 20 armor. The McCabe, Ghost Scepter, Demonic Cleansers, and a Meepo.
Oh, they've cancelled the Lincolns. They've cancelled the Lincolns. The Doom is applied there onto the Weaver.
Hold on, Doom though.
Of the Shikushi as well, but he can't heal. Even when in the fountain, but he should be okay.
He should be okay.
Radiant's middle
he's fine.
barracks are under attack.
Deny him.
Radiant's
Do it.
structures are fortified.
Can you imagine? Like TI Grand Finals and someone denies.
If it was available, yeah, you can't deny anymore. Guys, anytime someone did press Doom, though, it felt like everyone would deny him all the time.
Slider just got plus 60 armor when he used that crush onto all the meepos.
Oh my god. But he does have a base armor of what's that? That's not because of the Mega Meepo, right? Yeah, 55 base armor.
Every coin helps.
Yeah, he got it because of the Slithering Crush with the Corrosive Haze.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, there we go. It decreased now.
Yeah,
34
only
base
lasts
armor.
for 5 seconds.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, I was looking at the Meepo. He had like 56 base armor for some reason. That's what the game said, and then he just went down to 34 after he came out of Mega Meepo.
Mega Meeps? Yeah. That doesn't matter though. It really just is. Does Slaughter reduce your armor?
Smoke play here from 1W. Not going to find anyone because yeah, Submarine are far away. Right by their tier 3. They have a smoke.
Like is right now. Plenty queued up as his next item progression, but
Dire's bottom
we go into it just yet. Scouting out on the high ground is as decor. I think that finally the situation that 1W were waiting for, that they don't have an Aegis to contend with.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
A tier 1 tower. All right, progress.
5 minutes in, I mean, yep, still an objective.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
In the forest. Harder for them to rejoin if there's a fight-back sort of situation coming through from Yellow Submarine. A 2 tower for themselves. Exponentially better.
She rotating in, takes down that tier 2 tower. You're going to try and pressure this tier 3. Bloody hell, Submarines.
Down to, do you go all in, save the buyback, or do you just go for the Daedalus? Does have the Aghanim Shard picked up, so he does have the capability of dealing a ton of AoE damage if he's able to run through these fights. I'll use that buyback though. Protecting the strength of the Yellow Submarine roster. Oh my god. I just had a quick look at the minimap. Look at those trio of observer wards that they've laid down. You cannot go anywhere on Yellow Submarine without being scouted out. Top lane, mid lane, bottom lane, you're gonna get found. Gem as well. Stay there for their full duration. Submarine have a complete understanding. W are moving at all stages.
They'll be pretty passive though on Yellow Submarines. Maybe perhaps they're just waiting out the next stages. Want to throw their lead away, even though it's a 37k net worth lead.
Sure. I mean, high ground is the great equalizer, right? And maybe they were just waiting for item for themselves. I mean, Rue is 400 gold away from getting a Blink Dagger, so back into safety. Pressure coming up next for Kasane would be a pretty big item.
Everyone has buybacks now on W. Aidless now for the Weaver too, whilst he still has a buyback. Oh, it's gonna be though. It's gonna be the buyback wars all over again. Even bigger.
Literally Gucci through everything.
Ooh, quite an early one.
Thing where you actually just want what the situation is if you go the +1 Geminate attack, or if you would go the Shikuchi permanently out of that.
Oh,
filling the in range of it.
Pixie Satanic. They've got the high ground. There's the Hex there. Oh my gosh! They just deleted the window. Ranger. No buyback available. And the stolen Doom there is applied onto the real Meepo. So he cannot mega Meepo. He's attempting to flee. Munkushi attempting to get him. There's the save there with the disruption. The buyback now available, but they've been able to take down the Meepo. Absolutely beautiful stuff from Sweden Strong as he steals the freezing field. Oh my gosh, what a play. I mean, they do take down the Invoker. But boy, oh boy, they force out 3 buybacks there from that aggressive smoke play.
Important ones as well. Now suddenly even 24k net worth down. You've got a win condition for the next 7.5 minutes. Look at all that damage that the Meepo is able to do, but God, how did that even happen? You just put everything in onto the Invoker, but to me, the most influential person in that fight was by far Sweden Strong, right? Stolen Doom, stolen Freezing Field onto the right target once again. It's 7-3 and 13. Luckily for Yellow Submarine, Roshan is up, so one of those buybacks being used at least isn't going to be massively influential.
Well, Doom is on cooldown for Sweden Strong this time, so he can't do that again, but the freezing field has come off cooldown for him. So, wants to do something he can. Oh, they've got themselves the Hex there. Oh, nice save with the Tombstone there onto Invoker, but he's in trouble. Yeah, Shira Jr., he's down for 120 with no buyback available. They're attempting now to take down Respect. That's a double kill there for a race. That's the disruption there. They got themselves. Look at that. The Doom on some Munkushi too. Munkushi dead, along with the Rubik also. Disaster of a team fight. I mean, at least they'll get themselves the Shadow Demon, but Cloud looks like he may fall here, trying to weave and dodge throughout the trees, but it doesn't look like he's going to get away. Yeah, found and taken down to the dirt. They will get themselves a team wipe here, I think, because that was Undying's Ceaseless Dirge bamboozling me once again.
Playing for the multiple extra tombstones. Another decent freezing field coming out from Sweden Strong, but a lot more emphasis being put onto him by Kasane in particular, making sure just never have that Doom be stealable. Keep the Scorched Earth for an immediate cast after Doom every single time.
Oh, they still have this Aegis as well on Meepo, so they can still be very aggressive on Satanic as he takes himself the range racks and the melee racks also. Lincoln Sphere just obtained on a race here too. Head himself bottom now. Invoker, he's back in around about 40 seconds. They're going to go forward here onto Cloud. He doesn't have himself a BKB, so he has to be careful. Now they force out the glyph there, protecting that tier 3. What else do they want to do here? They have to do something on 1W if they want to keep their racks intact. They may just have to let it fall here.
Pretty decent initiation coming through from Munkushi, getting all those different swarms onto the Meepo, but just going to get all the way back to the rest of the team. Throws himself out, double 4-staff away. To get away with just half of a range Rax's HP remaining.
Invoker's alive now. Oh, the focus fire committed there for the range racks, getting very low a race was. He will run away. Tornado catching many of the Meepos with the Submarine crush there too, and Meepo will actually fall. Yep, but the Aegis, he's going to spawn right outside the base because the real one is not in there.
Every coin helps.
With that, they've got themselves the Mega Creeps now, so 1W going to be further on the defensive here. It's going to be very difficult for them unless they get themselves off a miracle team fight. So I think the best case for Yellow Submarine is to just wait it out, maybe perhaps wait the next Roshan and wait out their buybacks. Right?
I'm for a Satanic as well on Munkushi, which I'm 100% on board with that, to be honest, right? Like, I feel like if you're getting doomed, it's pretty useless anyway. Something like a Rapier, we saw how quickly Race exploded last time they were able to get onto him at the start of that fight, right? He just paper. Anything that's just going to enable you to do that, I think is going to be so much more impactful than a skill that might end up being completely useless.
Yeah. For the Invoker, EMP upgrade.
A little useful, just the pull of the EMP might mean a little bit of extra safety against all of these meepos just trying to run at your supports, for example. The form consistent might mean that you stay inside of his freezing field that Sweden Strong's able to pump out.
Do you think they can still siege high ground here on Yellow Submarine, or do you think they'll play this safely?
I don't think there's no reason for them. Like, you may as well just wait for at least the Wind Ranger Meepo buybacks to come. 3.5 minutes, I think we're going to be mode chill, just play around some high ground vision that you've got. They recently bought a gem on the Undying, so a few more of those obvious observer wards that were kind of suffocating them inside of their own base don't exist anymore. The mega creeps, I really don't think you're in a position to... and should get their wish, but in this roster, they are kind of crazy. You know, they got a lot of young players there with a lot of egos that just want to on their opponent's style on them a little bit, drop the old chats, and want to move on to that top 3.
So it's just a comfortable sit back, farm, wait the buybacks, and we go. But at that stage, when they're sieging, buybacks might become available for the rest of 1W once again.
Oh, but it might even be a case of, like, troll up everyone and just hit towers, or let creeps do the work. Eventually, you're just going to get overrun. Undying does nothing to all of these creeps. Slaughter really doesn't do much to creeps. Big doesn't do much to creeps either. Going to rely on, like, Weaver just running through everything and hoping that the Geminate attack is...
Yeah.
Is the most that they can get outside of their base. Any sort of external vision. Even wanting to take back the outpost. That's how scared they are right now. If they opt to do that, pushed in. Like, you cannot leave the base. Maybe by playing a little bit more passively, by waiting out this buyback timer. Worst case scenario, Yellow Submarine go in, they lose a fight, 5-0. You're still going to have mega creeps pushing. You're still going to have all those buybacks. You're going to be able to take it. I think they want to try and catch them out while they've still got a potential area of weakness, though. Smoke coming through. Funny with where Shadow Demon is looking to play.
Yeah, they might get this, actually.
Farming, like, what? Hell away from the rest of the team.
Yeah, they'll get that kill. Yeah. Wow. Troops so committed there, just in case.
Can't leave anything to chance at this point. And they're out. What was that? Very careful on Shira Jr. here. In tower defense, basically, at the moment. And you can just see Kasane eyeing him up right now.
Yeah. Like a tasty piece of food. He was thinking about it. It was like, oh, the team must have got back to him by now. Sorry, he was having trouble pushing out that wave. Back for Invoker, though. Invailable.
Jimmy wants to go the Radial Deafening Blast. Just another way to be able to deal with the opposed no matter where he is in the team fight. Good for himself. And again, he's an Invoker player, so nothing really has gone the elitist facet. Want the easy route. There you go. They've waited out those buybacks. Got it now on the Wind Ranger. You've got it now on the Meepo. Shadow Demon's coming back alive in 5 seconds. Now's the time to make your move. Where you're the Weaver, he doesn't have fire. Keep track of this. Smoke coming through. And then joining in with the rest of the boys who's picked up his level 30. Put a point into the poof cast duration. I wonder if that's going to be like a muscle memory thing. It relies on it having its current cast. Opposed to buff.
That is actually interesting, actually. I wonder if that is the case.
Dire are scanning.
Line is made. Let's see the observer ward dropped inside the base, so they're all going to back off to complete safety.
Race is on the high ground here. They're covered by that smoke at the seat. They'll be revealed though now.
Respect there. We put respect there on the front lines, but you got to wait 10 seconds. Ceaseless Sturge still on cooldown a little bit. Able to instantly respawn inside the fountain and still retain the buyback. There's the potential for there to be like 5 tombstones out there in these team fights because of all the deaths that are coming back.
It's online now. And Roshan, wow, okay, it's an early one. That's true. It just spawned straight away.
They don't need it, but there's no reason to not go for it. Eh, maybe there is, right? Like, even not having buyback is a pretty significant thing. Maybe the time that they spend doing Roshan gives him enough time to be able to get into this rapier, which I'm close to claiming just 500 gold away.
What's he swap out for this, though? The
Good
rapier?
question. I have no idea.
Roshan has fallen to the dust.
They'd be like, all seem like pretty valuable items. Ironic, it's the Satanic, the item that he just bought most recently. Probably the one that could afford to go.
Yeah, his courier is dead as well. So, that's
Versing together. Look at that movement speed, just pushing down the bottom lane quickly inside the cover of the smoke. Or to do anything bash on W. 9 buybacks available, just the CM without hers.
Who does the jump first, though? Is it Kassane? Does Kassane jump in, I guess, with the blink?
Let the creeps do a lot of the work. Someone's going to need to address them.
Oh, here we go. Satanic. Brought himself the Undyne. There's Undyne dead. Let's have the Ceaseless Dirge. Back alive. Kassane activating that BKB. He may be wiped out here. He needs to play it safe. He will back himself off. There's a lot of damage he took there. Needs to heal himself back up.
While you're doing all of that, like, the mid lane was pushing in with mega creeps, top lane's pushing in with mega creeps. Like, this is the sort of thing that you're worried about. Someone needs to deal with all of this, and they look like they're ready to go in once again. Picking out nearby the tombstone, just in case he needs to inside of it.
Oh, they're going for the Weaver. They found the Hex. They found the Hex onto the Weaver. The telekinesis. The telekinesis save along with the Glimmer Cape there as well. Munkushi is okay. Going to attempt to turn it around right now. As Satanic going to activate the Mega Meepo there. The time lapse will be used there on Munkushi. Still okay.
Double Doom available if you wanted to go for it. Oh, like they might just back up, get those tier 5 items and use that. The thing that pushes into the base. You just still can't leave. I believe Chira Jr. just tried to get a Midas off, but even there, feeling pretty unsafe.
Yeah.
Getting hunted down by Kasane on the Doom, and yeah, look at that. Thinking, hey, there's nowhere safe for us to go right now. Horse boots on the Meepo. What else have we got? Holding onto one as well. Oh, look at the dead, not the necro. It's just making things even more horrible to have to deal with. I think he's going to be connecting it through to this double siege creep wave as well. So you've got mega siege creep, you've got necrobook units, you've got waves of mega siege creeps as well. Going to be pushing in. Seems like everyone's just on tier 5 item duty for now.
Big item though for Munkushi. He's got himself kind of like a second Lincoln Sphere, but a return. So he's got the Mirror Shield.
Okay. Frostbite, reflect back to Doom, of course, but approaching the period of time where I think he's got Refresher now on Doom. What did he just get? Yeah, he just got that delivered to him. Still not level 25, surprisingly, Kasane, so for that, I'm able to even pop the BKB on the Weaver to be able to a little bit of that down.
Still has this age.
Hanging on for dear life. It just...
Oh, another Mirror Shield. They get another mirror
What do you think
shield.
the win prob is?
I'm gonna say 3%.
1%. Which, if all Dota games have a 1% chance to be able to come 100, never exists in my mind. There's always the potential for a throw. So, be a bit of a miracle for 1W to be able to take this one out.
Uh-oh, he may be caught. Oh, TP. Oh, he TP's out.
Radiant's
Oh my
middle
gosh.
tower is
Of course, he
under
couldn't use the Hex, though, because no Lincoln's cancel. There's the Disperser is already used there to try and gain some movement.
So we've got 3 Force Boots on Yellow Submarine, and
Okay, cool.
A Book of the Dead, and 2 Mirror Shields. So they're just like, we're worried about Doom, and they're like, we just want to run away from this. Even has space. Get this new tier 3 item. That's it. Sting one. Another force on. I might see us. Book of Shadows.
Pretty nice item save.
50 seconds left on the Aegis. Now's the time to go if you really want to have that advantage. I almost wonder, like, is it ever going to be time for someone to buy a really late Blade Mail on Yellow Submarine just to punish Munkushi for the huge hits to get off on with his weak, his critting illusions for 2.1k.
Okay,
That makes sin.
it is.
Just hitting towers and keeping the real one out in safety. Yeah, they were just like, look, may as well use the Aegis. No downside. Damage onto.
They have just
Might be here a
waited
while,
out.
IP.
I'll scan.
1W are not going to leave their base. They're like, if
They're
you
not.
want to win this game, if you want to move on forward, you have to take the risk. Yellow Submarine. For them, they've got macro books that are able to take the risk for them. Oh, unhealable damage at tier 4 tower as well.
This is going to be a slow one indeed. I mean, might as well hype something up a little bit here. I mean, what can we hype up if if we sat here for yonks? Don't tell me they're not waiting. They're not waiting another Roshan, are they? I mean, buybacks are available. You've got to jump at some point, Yellow Submarines. You're 1 game ahead. Come on.
It's Roshan. They'll do it.
No, not next Roshan. Ow. Okay, yes, respect's coming forward. All right, we've got to fight. Munkushi, gonna activate that time lapse there. That is the Undying Dead. He is actually gonna buy back here. They're forcing a fight here outside the base. Interestingly enough, here on the side of 1W. Already 1 buyback has been expended.
So, but that wasn't Yellow Submarine choosing to do that. That was 1W moving forward.
Yeah.
No reason. They've been so patient.
Well, here we go. Satanic, he's come forward. Oh, wait, the one of the Meepos. He didn't come into the Mega
Real
Meepo.
one.
He's going to force staff himself away. They've caught one. They've caught a clone. He will get force staffed away with force boots. It's all right. Okay. And these tier 4 towers are slowly but surely falling. One on 116, another on 683. Tormentor take there, soloed by the Meepo. Gosh, look at that movement speed there from the Disperser. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean,
Meepo running,
boots uncaps your movement speed, so
running like someone on Black Friday.
those deals. Here we go. They've got
Hex.
the Undying again. Previously, remember.
Yeah, Sweden Strong is doing such a good job here with this Glimmer Cape, saving Munkushi. That's Force Boots there, 2 on the Rubik.
But I saw in that previous fight, you can actually break Ceaseless Dirge as well.
Oh.
So, needs to be very mindful of that. Shadow Demon does look to target him with the Demonic Purge once again. And to be alive, but...
Sense cannot be dispelled. Have you tested that?
I just saw that it had like the break icon, the break symbol through the icon on his spell bars. So unless it's a bug,
tips, tool tips, tool tips not good.
Double damage.
Almighty money.
they're waiting for Roche.
Oh, Roche! Oh my gosh!
What is the net worth lead going to be for the winner of this this game?
Oh, it's probably gonna go to 100. Probably gonna go to 100. Maybe perhaps they're just waiting for the supports to get 6 slotted at this rate. Wait, do we already have 6 slotted items? Meepo 6 slotted, yes. Array 6 slotted. Sane 6 slotted. Shadow Demon at wait, what? Sorry, what? Did we ever mention that? Sulcuras on CM? I forget.
No, we didn't. And, you know what? Go off, Aztecor. He just doesn't want to die instantly of these fights. Hasn't got the attack speed, so it doesn't have a way to quickly clear out the swarm beetles either. Very annoying, as well as another way to be able to deal with a tombstone.
Dire are scanning.
Damage instead.
Fair enough.
Double wisdom out of demon, so now he's got 2 charges of disruption.
Going DKB next. Crystal Maiden. I mean, let's have a look on the other side of 1W. Still rocking a bracer at 67 minutes, Cloud. I mean, if you can't get anything.
No.
Oh, he sold it!
Oh, he
sold the bracer. He sold the bracer. Folks, what's he getting? An Octarine core.
And he's so poor that he can still buy back.
Fair enough.
I kind of want to see the blade mail play that they go for up against this Weaver. Like, he is hitting like a truck right now.
The final person who didn't have Agnims was Kassane. They've given him the blessing, so now he's obviously, of course, got that AoE doom.
I see he had it queued up anyway, so I'm sure he's thinking, what I actually need.
Axe speed.
One holding of lads, maybe? First.
How is, okay, so pretty much kind of 6 slotted here on Cloud. Invoker. Oh yeah. Onto Cloud. He's okay though. Really want to try and find him. Look at a race.
I want to switch in the Book of the Dead on the Doom, considering you've only got 1 tier 4 tower, barely on any HP left as well.
Race has been really sneaky here. He keeps on using Windrun to try and scout it out, because any vision that they place in here, it just gets dewarded by one of their sentries.
Try to like gale force someone back towards the rest of the team outside of the safety of their base.
Oh, nice shackle. Nice shackle. Right near there. They break the Lincolns there on Invoker. Meanwhile, trying to get the Wind Ranger. Oh, look at this Cloud. Wow. Comes forward, finds a free kill there onto the Wind Ranger. Meanwhile, they do have themselves the Doom applied there onto the Invoker. Invoker down. Buyback is available. It's now Satanic in the midst of this fight. Kassane is actually fallen there from the hands of Respect. Funnily enough, they take down the Meepo. Big meatball coming through. He will spawn back here with the Aegis for round 2, but he is decimated. Holy crap! The damage there as they take down possibly Aztecor here too. Yeah, not running away here, Crystal Maiden. You will footway. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, there we go.
Running.
There's no way.
Good shadows?
Yeah. It's dead. Yeah.
Right, there we go. The telekinesis land distance as well there was pretty integral. Once again, Sweden Strong with the Doom. He ended up having it cast onto the actual Doom itself. So it looked like Doom had like cast it on himself as that AoE, but it was actually the other way around. Rubik had cast it onto him, so it was in an AoE around him, dooming himself as well as anyone else that came close to him. So maybe the team was just a little bit confused by that. And yeah, Sweden Strong once again coming in clutch.
Radiant's
The Nullifier. I was a little puzzled by the Wind Ranger not going for the Wind Run can't be dispelled. talent as well. He went for Focus Fire, advancing, pulled down by 18 seconds, and that's why she got bursted so easily. With just applied the nullifier.
I'd say that's a bit greedy, to be honest. Oh, all the buybacks. Oh my gosh. That's 3, sorry. BKB TP. Lordor's out of there. Gleamir. It doesn't connect there onto Munkushi. Trying to attempt to turn it around. They do have the save there with the disruption. As now this is the stolen Doom there, but Rubik is going to fall. They do have the kill there as Doom attempting to try and find Invoker here. He's able to get Force Staff himself away. Do they have the vision? Yes, they do. That is the Invoker down 120 seconds. This is an opportunity now for Yellow Submarine to finally finish this game with Invoker down. But you got to remember, they don't have themselves buybacks here. The only buybacks available are on Slaughter and the Shadow Demon.
Again, a win condition becomes available. For which team is the real question, right? Surely they don't wait for Roshan with this next one coming through.
There's no way. There's no way.
You never know.
No. They're absolutely joshing if they decide to do Roshan. They see. Look how excited Satanic is. He is telling them to unpause in all caps. That's how much he wants this game to end right now. Surely. He's dropping. He's making. Got a tiara of Salamene. He can go refresh it. Satanic.
Okay. Just really want to lock everyone down inside the one side device, it seems.
Oh wait, he dropped his BKB, so he didn't refresh it.
Oh.
I think he went to go refresh.
Wait, did he iRefresher use it to try and refresh his BKB and then sell the refresher?
No, he's got the refresher, but he dropped the BKB, I think.
Hold on, they're in.
Backpack. Oh yeah, meanwhile. Attempted to try and find the Slaughter. They will find him indeed. Buyback available.
The buyback.
They take down the Undying there too. He has buyback also. So no buybacks available now for the side of 1W. They have one shot. Invoker is down for an entire minute. They do have themselves the glyph. The tombstone is down. What the heck is that Mega Meepo? It's like one of those like ragdolls that you see outside of the car shop place. He's trying to lay in. Oh! Where's the Meepo? Where is he? He's disappeared. There he is. In the Mega Meepo form, they take down Munkushi, and that is 3 dead. Definitely looks to be GG now. Yep, there it is. It's called. Absolute team wipe there. Yellow Submarines will get this game 2. And look at that. It is a reverse sweep here. They were knocked down to the lower bracket by the hands of 1W, and then coming into the lower bracket, rematching this whole series again, and they get themselves the victory and eliminate them 2-0.
And what a victory as well.